Can't play any more of that music because of copyright. But welcome to Shepherdswell's second game of the season here at the Recreation Ground Shepherdswell. It's a glorious day today. Today's fixture sees Shepherdswell Cricket Club host a brand new team for them, Preston Elmstone Cricket Club. They're taking the short journey down from just the other side of Winghamish to play today. Hopefully we'll have a good game of cricket. Shepherdswell are fielding a reasonably strong 11. It's a team made up of quite a few bowlers. There are one or two batsmen and a couple of all-rounders playing. If you're late to the chat, then you missed the introduction. I'm sorry about that. We'll go through it again because it's only 10:02. We've got all of 2 viewers so far. So welcome to Shepherdswell's second game of the season versus Preston and Elmstone Cricket Club, hosted here at the Recreation Ground Shepherdswell on a glorious day for a glorious game of cricket. The Shepherdswell team will be put up on the screen hopefully fairly soon, as well as the Preston Elmstone team. The Preston Elmstone team, I shall run through him quickly, is made up of the cricket keeper and captain Chris Hart, Joe Blower, Andrew West, Adam Cork, Richard Thomas, Martin Green, Philip Dobson, Darren Mulshaw, Thibault Bertlin, Paul Cork and Sam Ketcher. So they also have the overseas player, as do Shepherdswell today, with Dimitri Lugthart from Holland. They have Thibault Bertlin from Belgium, 2 internationals who will be playing today at this cricket match that we're all eagerly anticipating. Shepherdswell, depending on which broadcast you read, scraped through last week's win or had a fantastic day against their openers, Whitstable Labour Club. So we'll be kicking off in about 8 minutes. If anyone wants to contact us, use the chat room, that's fine. We will try and respond to all chat as it comes up, and eagerly waiting at the game. Does anyone want to say hello? Anyone saying hello today from the chat? I've got 2 viewers, but they're staying very quiet. The 12th man today, Isaac McIntyre, has travelled down all the way from sunny Anglia to drink himself stupid and to get involved in the game if required. Any injuries or late turn-ups. Duncan Woodruff traditionally turning up to these games approximately 5 overs into the match, so we shall see whether he arrives on time today as well. Still no smiley faces or emoticons or anything in the chat room. Max will hopefully be, and that's a hello all from one of our all-rounders, Tom, who's keen to play cricket today. I should imagine he's itching to get out there and put bat to wood and vice versa, ball to stumps. In a minute, Max will be putting up the 2 teams, hopefully, and we'll see who exactly is playing. I know Tom's been selected today. I think Will has as well. Here we go. Some action at last. Crucial toss today. The cricket captain for Shepherdswell, Phil the Bee Palmer, will be hoping to win this toss because it's very much a batting first game today, I think. Should we be forced to field in this weather, it may take its toll on the as yet untested cricket team from Shepherdswell, who haven't had much cricket at all this year. I'm going to ask Thomas, T-Bear17, whether they can hear me okay. You can respond in the chat with a emoticon or a thumbs up to say you can. Whether I need to adjust any of the audio. Okay, so Max obviously has sent a message already saying Duncan is obviously running late and is awaiting pickup from Mr. Woodruff, who is his traditional charming lateness that he is. He won't make his funeral, unfortunately. Okay, and Tom's reported that I'm coming through loud and clear. That's excellent. Hopefully the microphone is fixed today and we'll have no teething problems with that. I have standby batteries ready to go. And a quick inspection here. Here we go then. A 40-over game at the Recreation Ground. Shepherdswell Cricket Club taking on Preston Elmstone, a brand new fixture for Shepherdswell. So let's get this on. The game due to start in about 6 minutes' time. And there's the 2 teams. So captain Phil Palmer, Tom Roberts, 20-plus-year-old fast bowler and all-round batsman. Oh, that was very quick. The conditions there gone. Slight chance of rain. I think the weatherman's got that a little bit wrong. It's a lovely balmy day out there currently. And that is the flattest the Shepherdswell track has looked for an awful long time. Okay, and here comes the toss. Phil, I'm assuming, is the portly guy on the left. He is. He's wearing the shirt. There goes the toss, and Phil has called. Oh, that's a bad toss to lose from Phil Palmer. What's going to happen here? The Preston Elmstone decided to bowl, so Phil gets his wish. He gets the bat first anyway. So we'll be starting the game in about 5 minutes' time. So here is the team for Shepherdswell. This is the batting order. So opening the batting will be Phil Palmer and Tom Roberts. So a crawler, a tortoise and hare type thing. The game looks like it's going to start a little bit early today. So if anyone's late to the show, sorry about that. Unfortunately, the selection wasn't up for very long. So I think 3 was Will Wilkinson, the young whippersnapper, threatening to shine. Hopefully he will today. I must admit, Phil Palmer's been on some sort of crash diet and seems to have lost the equivalent of a small baby from his weight. So it looks like we're going to start the game at about 1 minute to 2. So any minute now. Phil digging the trench that he always digs. It's a left-handed, the wrong one. And just line at the wall. So here we go. Any minute now the game will start. We've got a few minutes before we start. I don't know if you can see the batting order again before we start or not, but maybe not. We'll see. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so 3 was definitely Will Wilkinson, I think. I don't know who's opening the bowling for the opposition yet. They probably be Joe, maybe Joe. Let's have a look. Yes. So Paul Cork, of course, is a very good bowler for them, as is Theobald Berlin or Bertlin, the Belgian. Martin Green is a good bowler as well. But probably their best bowler on recent form has been Joe Blower, who's returned to the 2008 season average of 16.14. So here's the batting order for Shepherdswell. Then, so number 3 is in fact Richard Webster. Will Wilkinson going in 4. Rush the Smasher skews only if I hit them goes in. Max the Sweet Robinson, followed by Dave Ruthwell. Much welcome return for Dave to a full season cricket this year, hopefully after his injury and surgery of last season. Paul Saturday Vinton, followed by our Dutch international Dimitri Lugthart. Spin specialist Duncan Woodruff, and the swinger of seam Chris Dyer taking up the tail as usual. Okay, so that's a fairly good batting order. It's got a good mix of pace and board. If we can get the likes of Tom, Will and Russell to really take off today, we could have a good score on our books. Paul Vinton batting quite low down there. Obviously, Phil not trusting his top order and expecting a collapse of some description, and asking Paul, the Saturday player, to hold up any collapse that comes along. So we're a minute off starting this game here at the recreation ground. And there's the first tinny for Isaac by the sounds. Oh, it's your 5th tinny. That's Isaac's 5th tinny he's just drinking now, so fair enough. Okay. Cries have come the well from the boundary. As yet, no harassing or barracking. But we'll see how many balls Phil leaves and how long it takes to get any barracking for him. So on this balmy, sunny 2nd of May, 3rd of May. What's the date today? 3rd of May? 3rd of May. Thank you very much, my stato over there, just telling me it's the 3rd of May. And the second game of the season for Shepherdswell, as we said earlier. And here we go. So Phil to face. The first ball from it is Cork actually opening. Not a bad bowler. In comes the first ball. It's a straight ball, and Phil, rather than leave it, has played the forward-ish shot. Well, there you go. That's the first time I've seen Phil not leave the first ball of a cricket match. But it's a good start for Phil, in that he's got the bat on the ball. In comes Cork for his second ball now. It's quite a lengthy run up. Ball it's straight, and it's a bit lucky. That sort of ball Phil Palmer likes as he turns it away. And Tom's called for a quick second. Phil is just going to make, and he's made it in. That extra weight loss there paying off for Phil. And starts the nice little 2 to the leg side, his favourite little position. Here comes Cork again. Phil twitching slightly at the crease. No, that's a good ball. And of course, they've gone for the appeal. Did Phil get the edge? And more importantly, did it carry? It is his weakness. Mr. Palmer's weakness is to the third slip or gully. So here we go, third ball. It's the same spot again and yet again. Not playing miss Phil. He's really got to resist these shots to the offside. We haven't seen the classic leave yet from Mr. Palmer. There's the leg side shot. That's an easy take for the keeper. Made it look dramatic, but a wide has been signalled. So 3 runs on the board already for Shepherdswell off this first over. It's a cracking start. Mr. Cork comes in again. That's a straight ball played forward defence by Phil Palmer. Tom there looking for a quick single by the looks, but nice seas backing up. And we're seeing an action replay here for some reason. Maybe it was, no, the ball was short. That's fine. A few of our players would have seen that ball pitched that short and would have thought there's runs there, but not Phil, our opening batsman. He's always keen to not score too many runs at any pace anyway. Here comes Mr. Cork again, and there's the ball. That's the classic leave we've been looking for. The Phil Palmer leave there as it sails over his off stump. It was nice and safe. A safe leave from Phil Palmer, and that's the first over done. So now Tom Roberts, right-hand batsman from Shepherdswell, comes to the case, and he's facing Sam Ketcher, right-arm fast spin bowler. It's an interesting opening selection there from Preston Elmstone. Definitely seen how green the wicket is and gone for a spinny. It's nice and short, and Tom just plays it easy off his legs and takes the easy single. And there we go. So then, Phil Palmer, left-hand batsman then. If Mr. Fletcher, the bowler, keeps it this short, we could see some runs coming up here. So, Fletcher to bowl. To the lefty. Again, it's short, and again, that's easily played away by Phil, who doesn't know whether to take a run or not. Goes back, takes the run, and it may have gone. Has it gone? Has Phil scored a 4? No, it hasn't, but they've taken 2. Tom, obviously at the crease a long time before Phil, but there was no way Phil was making this third run there. So Phil Palmer there playing with his one remaining block. And here we come again. Fletcher the bowl. Palmer faces. Oh, well, it's a straight ball, straight leave. Some might say a dangerous leave to someone who's allegedly a spin bowler, but we'll say Phil read that well. Okay, so this is the Phil that's either loved or hated by most fans of Shepherdswell Cricket Club. There were runs there, most people would think, but for Phil, second over of the game, it's a safe leave. He'll rue it if he's out this ball, of course. Okay, it's a nice shot. I'm taking a quick single there for Tom, easily in. He's obviously fed up of seeing Phil leave all these short balls and decided to change ends. Ah, but that was the over, so it was, no, it wasn't. There you go. Tom to face, 5th ball of the over. Straight ball, straightly played. Oh, they've gone up. Why have they gone up? Surely that was back. Yep, so it would appear that Preston are playing very much in the style of an Australian team and appealing anything and everything. So, first ball of third over. Cork to bowl to Palmer. Palmer again. Ooh, there you go. Looking for it, but the fielder was fairly sharp, unlike most of Shepherdswell's team. Wearing a lovely cap there, Mr. Elmstone's player. Cork to Palmer. It's a long run up. Can he do anything with it? It's a nice ball. There's Palmer, playing shots you wouldn't traditionally see from Mr. Palmer here. So obviously had a good winter and a good off season. And again, a safe 2. Palmer refusing the third run, even though the ball was still on the boundary. So despite his shocking loss of weight, obviously no fitter than he was last year. So Cork to Palmer again. Second ball of the over. Oh, there it goes. That's a shocking shot. He's got away with it. He's absolutely got away with it. He's tried to cart it off to his leg, and it's gone flying over the wicketkeeper's head for a 4. Phil Palmer gets away with one. Top edge. Look at that, straight up. But fortunately for Phil, it carries way over everyone, and there's no fielder down there. 4 runs to Phil Palmer. Okay, hopefully we can be heard now. Missed some of my my pearly commentary. Thank you for my notification there from Tom about the microphone going. So we didn't miss much. Hopefully you... Phil would not score this fast. No, the ex-captain Pablo is correct. This is most unlike Mr. Palmer, who just takes a quick single there. They've thrown to the Tom's end, and that's an easy safe single for Tom. Makes the grab easily. Okay, so Tom to face the second over of the ball, second ball of the over from the spinner catcher. It's a short ball, and Tom has misplayed that completely horribly. But I mean, it looks like it was sitting outside the line, so unlikely to get anything from the umpire there today. Here's the replay. It's pitched outside off. Hit. Oh, in line they're saying. It's a bit of a harsh call. But not out. Is not out. But apparently that was plumb. Tom to face the third ball of the over from Mr. Fletcher. That's the shot. Look at that. Is it going to carry? It's a big boundary there to that leg side today. But that's a lovely four from Tom Roberts, who escapes the plumb LBW. A bit uppish, but it's safe. No fielder there for him to worry about. And that's easy runs. Dimitri probably would have given that out. Is correct, Pablo. So, catcher. Fourth ball of the over. Oh, it's a play and a miss from Tom again. If he's giving that, it's harsh. It did pitch out a long way outside. Whether it was going to be in line or not, you can't expect a Sunday umpire to be doing those sort of calls, really. Ball 5 from catcher. Oh, that's a shot. That's the shot of the day there from Tom Roberts. Stop and stare at that one. It's a beautiful shot, a lovely drive, and gone for a safe 4 runs. Tom pushing the rate forwards. That's a lovely shot over the circle, and 4 of the easiest runs we've seen today. Very well played. Last ball of the over from catcher. It's been quite expensive. 13 off his first 11 balls. And Tom follows with a straight defence. Lovely shot. Okay, so first 2 overs gone. And Shepherdswell, 4 overs gone. 23 on the board for no wicket. Phil Palmer to face Cork, still bowling. Over number 3. Cork straight, Phil straight as well. Pitched outside leg there, so I think most of us would expect Phil to have played the shot, but he didn't. Second ball from Cork. Palmer looking fidgety still. Still not quite settled. Again to the leg side shot. That's the Palmer shot we expect to see. And Palmer's gone for the second, which again, because of his newfound slimness, has been easily made this year. No calls for oxygen yet, so he's obviously doing okay. Here we go. Third ball of the over from Cork. Palmer facing. It was short. That was a complete miss hit there from Palmer, really. Short ball like that, well, the crowd and certainly the rest of his teammates would have hoped to have seen that go out of the ground. But the bowler's got away with it. Ball number 4. Cork approaches. Glorious sunny day here we have at Shepherdswell. That's the ball. It's played outside off stump. Phil Palmer takes an uncharacteristic shot in that it's a cricket shot he doesn't really know. But he gets away with a nice 2 runs. Is this, I'm being asked, the Phil Palmer we'd love to see every week? Well, you have to ask whether you'd like to see Phil Palmer every week, first of all. But he's certainly batting very well. A couple of stray shots. 5th ball comes in. It's to the leg, and again, that's easy runs for Mr. Palmer. Being a wrong un, anything on the leg he just manages to put away. And that may have carried. It has. 4 runs, Phil Palmer. A rapid rate for Phil here. He's obviously had his 3 Weetabix this morning. And losing a baby's weight has helped. So last ball of the over from Cork. Palmer facing. It's a wide ball that was there for the taking, but Phil left it. 2 wide, 2 offy. You see the range there. That 6th ball was, I mean, it cut in, but there was no danger really there. And most of us would have hoped Phil would have, Mr. Palmer would have taken that shot on, but not confident enough. So Joe Blower comes on. Right arm fast. This is the bowler we were talking about earlier before the game started, the best bowler in their team. And he faces Tom Roberts, who's constantly at the bat here. 9 runs off only 8 balls. That's a short ball, and it gets the treatment it deserves, but there is a fielder out there. Fortunately, the ball didn't carry, and it's a safe single for Tom. A very short ball there from Mr. Blower to start the game for him. So Blower bowling. Palmer facing. Fast ball here coming in. Oh, and that's the sort of ball that gets Palmer out, but he's played it safely. Another easy single for Phil. For those of you who are asking, yes, this is an extremely fast run rate for Shepherdswell. 33 off only 5.2 overs is a remarkable start. Tom plays the shot. It's very up. It's very up. And he's out. It's been held. Tom goes there for... he'll be frustrated with himself there because the shot... I mean, there was a shot on there, but that probably wasn't the one. It was a bit short. It's a safe ball. Safe delivery. He doesn't quite get enough on it. And it just doesn't have the weight to carry. Good take over the shoulder from Martin there, but that is the first wicket then. 33 for 1. Strike rate there of 100% for Tom, so that was nicely done. But in comes Richard Webster, the professor. Right-hand batsman, as you can see. Average is misleading, 7.5. Hopefully he'll push on a bit more than that. So Blower in his first over strikes. Here he comes, third ball, fourth ball. That's a lovely shot from Mr. Webster. Gets him off the mark for an easy single. Okay. And Tom's been welcomed back to the pavilion with cries of no, 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 goodbye from his fellow batsman, Will Wilkinson. We'll see how he plays later in the game. So, fifth ball from Blower. Richard sends it away. That is a single, so they have to cross, because I'm still not used to seeing the new slimline Phil Palmer. Here we go. Last ball of the over. Very good first over from Blower. 4 runs, but only 1 wicket. It was short, straight, bit offy, and again Richard picks up, or Phil picks up a couple of easy runs. So Phil in danger of actually being over 100% strike rate, which is quite remarkable. So that was the 6th over. Now we've got Martin Green, another right-arm fast bowler coming on, and it's Richard facing. Green for his first ball. Okay, it's a lovely shot. Classic shot from the professor there. It's going to carry. It has carried 4 runs. A very nice stroke. 4 runs there. Okay. So Richard gets off the mark again with a second boundary. First boundary for him. Losing it. Right, Green in. Second ball. Webster facing. It's straight. It's fairly short, and Richard just plays it. Nice straight bat there. Nothing too threatening, nothing too strong. And Green playing the ball he wanted to play earlier. So ball 3. Green comes in. Webster on face. That's wide, and it's a lovely shot from Richard. It's a quick single, and Palmer's just made it. He's at the grass getting for it, but he has made it. His newfound slimness playing off. Palmer facing. 4th ball from Green. That's a good shot. Takes no runs. Nice and safe. Would have induced a leave normally from Phil, that sort of shot, but hopefully the new Phil can put bat on ball a bit more often. So 5th ball, Green. Palmer facing. It's a straight ball. Green tries to work to the leg, does so, but no runs. Previous skippers saying Palmer would have retired by now. More importantly, Palmer would have been dead by now, this much running. And so final ball of the over. Green comes in, Palmer facing. Oh, inside edge there onto the... Oh, he's given him! No bat. Straight up, straight LBW. Palmer is out. Well, we'll actually see a replay of that from behind the stumps. From my angle, it looked like he may have played it on, but we'll see. We may see a replay. Will Wilkinson coming? Nope, no replay. No replay. So Will Wilkinson, the youngster that's threatened to do so much but only threatened so far, has yet to have fulfilled his potential. So blower, first ball, second over, Webster facing. It's a short ball again. Webster plays at it. No edge. Second ball for blower. It's short. Richard plays it to the legs. And it's an easy single. Oh, they've gone for a two. It's a comfortable two. There you go. Good running. I'm not sure Will wanted that second one. Keen to get on strike, I should imagine. So here we go again then. Blower, third ball. Webster facing. Slightly wide. Webster's gone for the shot. And he's gone for the single again. And it's comfortably in. Okay, I suppose when you've got a youngster at the other end, you know you're going to get backed up quite well. Okay, Will, first ball. Cries of duck I hear from the sidelines, but hopefully we'll see something here. And that's very up. That's very up. That's out. That's gone straight up. But has the fielder got it? He has. There you go. Will Wilkinson goes out for his first duck of the year. Hopefully it's his last duck of the year. I didn't fancy to see himself played in there. He's gone straight up and it's come straight down. So Arthur Shepherdswell didn't have to move aside either side. That's that fielder there. So Shepherdswell's fine start, rapidly undone here. 30 odd for no wicket has become 45 for 3. And in comes Russell Skews. Healthy strike rate for Russell. If he can stay in for 25 balls, he'll get some runs. So here we go. Yes, doesn't do forward defence. First ball for Mr. Skews. Oh my word. Just a two. There you go. 2 runs for Mr. Skews to get off the mark. Or did they cross? I can't see. Let's have a look. Oh, he's out. No, he dropped it. Oh, I did wonder whether it was in his gloves. So that was in fact Richard, not Russell. It was Richard. It was almost dropped. I think Russell would have cleared the boundary, obviously, with the technique and bat he has. And they've gone for an easy single again there. So, a big ask here from these two senior players, whether they can rebuild the Shepherdswell innings, put some stability back into the game. This is the last, first ball of the Mr. Green's second over. 1 for 5 he's currently standing at. Webster facing. Oh, Richard there stepped away from the ball and looked like he was going to take the top of his stump off, but he managed to play the ball away. There you go. Probably will be a fine for Golden. It's 50p normally, I think. Green comes in, second ball. Webster still facing. He's definitely narrowed it in, Green now. He's bowling a much straighter line. Webster happy just to play the ball back. Under no time pressure here. Green, third ball of the over, comes in. Webster facing. Another straight ball and another straight bat. Okay. Alright. Green there looking fairly smug with himself. Let's have a look. Probably ruined that drop catch. Mr. Webster. Last ball, the fourth ball of the over. That's a nice shot. Kept it on the ground and an easy single. And here we go. Russell Skews then for his first ball of the innings. And we'll see what Russell can do. Whether he's going to play a traditional grand shot at the start or whether he'll be going defensive initially. So first ball over Skews. Fifth ball the over for Green. And Russell plays a nice drive there. Easy single, get off the mark. Lovely. Right, then the 50 comes up for Shepherdswell for 3 wickets off only 8.5 overs. Last ball of the over goes to Richard Webster to face. And it's a nice short ball. And it's just driven straight back. All Russell there looking, but the fielder was on it very sharply. Okay, Joe Blower. 2 for 12 off 2 overs. Russell Skews to face. Nope, Russell happy just to play that back. I think if a younger player had been on the other end, they might have been a quick single there, but the pressure not to be rushed. Second ball. Blower bowling. Skews facing. That's a good shot. That may go. It's played it nicely off his legs. It's always a fairly safe shot, that ball pitching outside leg stump. You can afford to play that shot. But he's fielded it. They've gone for 3, and they've taken a 3. Good running there from the Professor. And Russell moves on to 4 runs. Okay, Richard's facing. Third ball of the over from Blower. Blower comes in, angles his approach. Short ball. Nice drive there from Mr. Webster. Or at least he wanted to drive. It didn't become a drive in the end, but he'll take the 1. Skipper there moving his players about a little bit. And Blower back around the wicket, coming over. Skews facing. Oh, Russell stepped back there for that ball. Confident there in his eye. A good eye because it was a straight ball. It was a no ball, in fact. There you go. It's a free hit. And you've given Mr. Skews a free hit. It's something you shouldn't be doing. So let's see what Russell can do with this free hit. It's a full pitch ball and he's gone big. He's gone very big. It's a 6. There you go. Russell Skews. They're taking advantage of a free hit and he's put everything through that. It's oddly enough not Russell's normal cow corner, but a lovely shot. Not a bad ball from Blower. Fairly full. Not too full. Trying to limit the damage, but there it goes. First 6 of the game. Russell Skews. Blower then. 5th ball. It's very short. Russell plays it down. Happy with the 6 on the previous ball. And not sure what Mr. Blower's hoping for here with the short play. It's a fairly early season green wicket here at Recreation Ground. So last ball of the over. Skews to face. It's a fairly fuller ball and Russell plays it a bit up. And it is 2 up. Oh, he's in. Falls short of the fielder and gets the 1. Keeps the face for the next over. Shepherdswell move on to a lovely 62 for 3 off their first 10 overs. So then, Skews to face green is 3rd over. And Russell there, so a lovely shot. He stood and stared a bit too long there, but there was no more than 1 anyway, with Richard, the Professor at the other end, happy to take some batting for him. Here we go then. Green, 2nd ball of the over. Webster facing. Green comes charging in. Delivers the ball. And Webster just steps back and plays that. Oh, he's gone for a quick single. Russell dives. He's safely in. But that's, yeah, well, it's a fairly safe call. He's a fast lad, Russell. So he was always going to make it. The dive was just for glory, I suspect. So then, Green, ball 3. Skews facing. Oh, a big play in the miss there from Russell Skews. Ball cut inside him. It's a fairly straight ball from Green, that one. But Green running in. Short ball. Russell's gone for the big swing. There's no one out there. Oh, no, he didn't carry. The fielder's taken it. Ah, there you go. Russell's fallen. And they've rushed the bowler, who's got away with his short ball. Russell didn't quite manage to get on that, so definitely not no ball. Russell going for the big hit, but too high up the bat. Never really carrying. The fielder's done well to chase it down. But we are playing. Yes, Tom. Russell goes for 12 runs off only 10 balls. So in comes Max Robinson. Traditionally a sweeper of the ball, but he has been trying to change his game. Average of 2.5 isn't fantastic, but we'll see how he gets on today. So Green, 5th ball of the over. Richard's facing, and he plays the shot straight to the fielder, so it's a dot ball. Okay. So I don't know if we'll get any response from Russell there once he's in the changing room, whether he can talk to us on the chat or not about how he feels about that shot. I mean, it was the shot to take on, but the ball was just too high on the bat for him, really. Came through quicker than he thought. So Green, last ball of the over. Richard sweeps it across, down the legs. There you go, for a single off the last ball. So 65 for 4 off 11 overs for Shepherdswell. It's a precarious start. Richard then faced the first ball of the 4th over from Blower. And a slightly slower ball from Blower that time. And Richard managed to get an easy 2 runs. There's no response from Russell from the change room, so bats may have been thrown, chairs may have been smashed. We're not sure yet. So blower in, second ball of the over. Oh, that's a straight shot from Max. That's a lovely. No, it's Webster still. That's why. Oh, there you go. Richard takes single. So Max will face his first ball of the game. Skipper moving his field, obviously aware of the sweep. Max then, third ball of the over from blower. Max facing. It's short again. Max has gone for the sweep. Didn't carry at all, and the bowler's field is thrown to the wrong end there. Max was miles out had it gone to the bowler's end, but a safe single from quick running from Richard. Oh, and some response from Skewes there. Apparently he's weeping in the shed, but we'll get a proper response from him later, perhaps. Blower, bowls. It's another nice shot from Richard. And then he's a single, just tickling along now. Can't quite say Shepherdswell had the recovery yet. 4 wickets down, only 65 runs, 70 runs taken. Max facing, fifth ball of the over from blower. Quick run up. It's gone short again. Max has gone and played through. I think, did he get the edge? He's got the edge. Max has gone. Max has gone, trying to play a straightish shot to a ball that was too short for it, really. I mean, that's a leave or maybe a hook, but Max has gone there very, very early. Taken by the keeper and skipper. So Max goes for 1 run. And Shepherdswell in a bit of trouble now. So it looks like Paul Vinton at the bottom may be coming in to hold this team up. So Dave Ruthwell back to the club after a year and a half off through injury and an operation on his hand. Now facing the last ball of the over from Mr. Blower, who gives him a straight ball, and David just plays it off towards the leg and goes for a second, and he's comfortably in. So a nice start from David there, and Mr. Blower continues to wreak havoc amongst the Shepherdswell innings. 72 for 5. Webster to face Mr. Green. Nice full ball, but Richard puts it away. Off his feet. Attempted Yorker, perhaps. There's no second. There is. It's gone for a boundary. So Richard happy with that shot, I should imagine. Okay, ball number 2. Green running in. He's going to put this ball fairly full. Richard plays a forward shot and it's safely to the fielder. It wants to David Ruthwell 50 overs to get 50 runs, and we've still got 37 overs left in this game, so he could put a score on. It's another nice shot from Richard, slightly obscured by the pixeling, but it's an easy single. Fielder being moved again. Ruthwell facing. Green, fourth over of the ball, fourth ball of the over. It's short. No, that's a nice shot from David. Just step back a bit. You won't see him moving forward with this front foot, David. He's very much a step back kind of player, but he gets an easy single there. Skipper still mucking about with his field, perhaps a little bit. Green, ball 5. Webster sitting on 25 runs now. Ooh, we'll let Richard say that was a leave, but a dangle. He brought the bat back in just in time there to avoid the edge. So final ball of the over from Green. Webster to face it, and safely returned to the fielder, and that's the end of that over. So that's 78 runs, 5 wickets down, off 13 overs. Webster sitting on 25, and Mr. Ruthwell on 3. Ruthwell to face Blower's first ball of the 4th over. It's fairly wide. Richard calls for the run, and it's taken. We need to see here how David gets on with his hand. He's Ruthwell had a serious operation on his wrist, so too much employment there. Here we go. Second ball from Blower. It's straight. Webster puts it away. Easy single. No fielder in there. Bowler looks around, asking a few questions about the fielder's set, but he carries on. Ball number 3 from Blower on this wonderful day here. Ruthwell facing. It's straight and short, and it's put away. The bowler's just trying to... there was a call for a second single there, but Ruthwell sent him back. and wisely so. Okay, Webster to face. Blower, fourth ball of the over. His run's got a bit shorter. Nice and easy shot. A nice easy run. Perhaps they can just tick on. They're going to two. That's good running there from the Shepherdswell lads. They'll take 2 runs off that ball. Moves total on to 83 for 5. The skipper's in the change room. I don't know if he's going to give sort of idea of sort of score he wants to get here, or what sort of score he's looking for. So Webster to face again. So 83 for 5. Easy runs. 84 for 5 now. I know the ex-captain is in the pavilion, so perhaps we could ask him what sort of score he. Belgian now. Okay, Mike has gone. We're back now, hopefully. I don't know how much you missed that, but we were saying earlier, we're asking the ex-captain, Pablo, whether he thinks Shepherdswell have got a chance of getting 120 here, if that. We're not going to see the 40 overs today, not with the way the wickets are falling. So Ruthwell playing. Second ball from Bertler. It's a fairly nice shot. He's just going to take the one. Yeah, just takes the one. And the microphone should be back up again now. Sorry about this, fellas. Technical gremlins and all that on our first broadcast game of the season. Webster to face. There's Bertland's third ball. It's fairly wide and Richard plays a nice shot there. It's taken it square though, but it's an easy single. Okay, so the Belgian player Bertland comes in. He's got a long run up, but he never seems to achieve that much pace. It's a short ball. Oh, that's a miss hit there. Big swipe and a miss there from Mr. Ruthwell. The keeper was a bit shocked to see that ball come through at that height for him. A potential drop cash, perhaps. So Bertin, fifth ball of the over. Ruthwell faces short ball again, and David very kindly says thank you very much. I'm having none of that, and lets it go through. Obviously, once bitten, twice shy with that particular shot he tried previous ball. So last ball of the over from Bertin. Ruthwell to face. It's a long run up Bertman's got here, but not that much pace. It's a comfortable shot, and he's going to pick up at least one here, maybe two if they're quick. Nope, just the one, and that's the end of that over. Brings the score on to 90 for 5, 91 for 5 off that many overs. So do we have any predictions in the pavilion for what we think the total score could be as to take a drinks break here? I'm not seeing anything. I think everyone's quite concerned of how quickly the wickets have fallen. Next in is, I believe, Paul Vinton. He is a batsman. Can play cricket, mostly on Saturdays, but he can play cricket. So Paul Cork then come back to his fourth over. Ruthwell facing. It's a short ball. David steps back again as he usually does and takes a nice easy one. Richards at the crease. That's a comfortable run. Cork, second ball of the over. Webster facing. 31 runs off 31 balls. And that's a nice easy shot. So Tom, who batted previously, is predicting a nice 164 here. So that would be a remarkable recovery, I think, from Shepherdswell if you were to achieve that sort of target. But we'll see how they get on. Currently standing at just shy of 100. They've certainly got the overs left, 93 for 5. It's just the wickets that have tumbled a bit. Cork in for his third ball of the over. Ruthwell facing. Takes a quick single. Webster, yes, that's easily in. Nicely ground wicket there. Lovely shot of Shepherdswell cricket around there. The overhead from Duncan's drone. Cork, ball 4. Webster facing. 32 runs off just 32 balls from Richard. That's a quick single, and Ruthwell's made it. I think we heard the call fairly quickly there and turned that single quite well. So Cork, ball 5. Ruthwell facing. Short ball. David goes for it again, and this time plays it down to the ground. He just can't leave. He's just tempted away. And David to face the final ball off the over. Ooh, not a bad ball that from Cork, but David put it away nicely, and they've come back for the 2, and they made it comfortably. And Tom has murrayed both the Professor and Ruthio there, asking for his first 50 of the season from Mr. Ruthwell to take us in. Webster to face Bertland, second over. Oh, he's cut the ball in nicely, Bertland, nice and straight, but Richard just keeps the bat straight, plays it back. There's not much pace in this run-up for Mr. Bertland, but it's a very long run-up. And I was saying a drop catch there, I don't think it was. Ball 2, Webster facing, 33 off 34 balls. It's wide. That's a lovely shot from Richard, but it's gone straight to square. Easy single. There you go. 98, 99, coming any minute, hopefully. 98 for 5. Bertland bowling. Ruthwell facing. It's short and wide. Ruthwell leaves it. Happy to let that ball go through. He realises there's plenty of time in this game yet to push the score on to Tom's hoped for 164. Fourth ball from Bertland. It's straight. Richard calls for the single, and they've got it. Coming up for 2. That's good running there from the Shepherdswell pair, as they move total on to 100 runs off only 16 overs. So nicely Shepherdswell get the 100 from 45 for 3, but 5 wickets down, 5 to go. We shall see what they get. Pablo staying very quiet when it comes to predictions on this game. Another quick single there off Ruthwell. Taking the score along nicely. So last ball there for Mr. Bertland. Richard to face. The Professor stands up straight, slightly crooked angle. It's a short ball. Richard's gone for the swipe, and fortunately swiped it away from the keeper. That was a bit of impatience there from Richard, who stood up there quite a long time now. Mr. Skews stopped crying now and is predicting a score of 210 for Shepherdswell. That is ambitious. We shall see. Hopefully it'll come true. So David facing the first ball of the next over. Cork's 5th over now. No wickets at 24 runs. I wonder if they'll be giving him many more overs. It's a lovely shot there from David. Pushes through, looking for the 2. Is it going to make the boundary? Is it going to make the boundary? No, not quite. But they've got, is that 3 runs they picked up there? I think it was. Some good running again from the Shepherdswell lads. And I expect David would like to see that freeze frame there. Strike rate 105. Richard to Cape. The next ball from Cork. It's another short ball. Richard peeks it down this time. Just plays it for the quick one. Some good running from Shepherdswell. Just steering the score along tidily. Cork to come in. Ruthwell facing. It's another foolish ball. Ruthwell plays the shot straight across for a 1. There we go. So, just like I say, been handed in very nicely from one of our tea ladies. A lovely piece of banana loaf here. If there was a webcam on me, you could see it. It's delicious. Looking forward to my tea. Cork, ball 5. Webster facing. That's a nice shot from Richard, but it's safely played by the fielder. No run. So all the time this ball is just ticking along. I think the skipper's going to be reasonably happy despite his innings. Cork for his last ball of the over, and possibly his last over really. It's not been that effective. Webster to face a short ball. This time he plays, this time he gets it. And it's a easy single. There we go. And that is the end of that over. 107. Bit of buffering going on. Right. So 22 overs remain. Only 5 wickets left, and it's Berkeley to start his third over against Richard Webster, Professor, who plays a nice shot there. Takes a very quick single, and they've gone to the wrong end again, the fielder. Easy running for Mr. Ruthwell. He's fairly rapid over the grass. And the bowler going through what he was hoping he should have done. So again, a very long run up for Burton there. But he's just really jogging in. Not much pace in it. It's a short ball. Nicely played there from David. And that may carry. It has done. It's a lovely 4 from Mr. Ruthwell. Predictions of his first 50 of the season here from one of the senior batsmen, Tom. And we shall see. But that was a lovely shot from Tom. Photographs coming in here to the clubhouse. Bertler, ball 3. Ruthwell leaves the wide ball go. Is the umpire going to signal that? It looked tramliney. Nope, bowler's got away with that one. Fourth ball of the over. Bertler approaches. It's a straighter ball, and David Ruthwell shows him a straighter bat. That's lovely. There's a lovely shot here Duncan Woodruff's put in from the pavilion of him watching the game on the TV with a beer in his hand. He hasn't batted yet and he's drinking, but not to worry. That's a bit leggy, and David's played it leggy. A quick single, Rich has called it, and it's come in nicely. And Russell has adjusted his scoreline. No, he's still staying at 210. Berlin, final ball of the third over for him. Webster facing. Just 13 shy of his 50. Plays a shot straight to the fielder. The fielder's gone to the right end, but Richard's got it covered. That's some pretty slack fielding there from that fielder. It was a very slow pickup and a very slow throw. Okay, over 19 gone. 20 over face. And it's Cork still bowling to Richard. It's a full ball, and Richard's played it nicely. Just going to take the one. The speed the camera's recording for Mr. Burton doesn't seem accurate. These don't look like 84-mile-an-hour balls. Cork to bowl. Ruthwell facing. It's a very short ball. David couldn't resist it. It's gone straight up. And again, much like the earlier shot we saw, it's safe. This one didn't go to the boundary, but it was safe anyway. But the bowler's rearing his missed chance there. That ball's gone straight up. It's been called as, nope, just one warning on the shoulder. So David to face again. Another short ball. Oh, playing a miss from Ruthwell there. Lovely take from the keeper. Could have been costly. Wasn't. Cork, much better over from him this over. So it's fourth ball. But Ruthwell on the face still. Comes in. It's short and wide. Ruthwell plays a lovely shot there. It's going to be an easy one. Are they going to take a quick two? They've gone for the quick second. And easily in. Good running there from Shepherdswell again. Moving the total tidily on now. I have to ask the ex-skipper or the skipper whether they think this is a recovery. 119 for 5. It's not a bad recovery, I don't think. Oh, that's an interesting shot there. Another quick call from Richard Webster. Another easy single. So I don't think either side would be unhappy with that over. Certainly some better bowling from Berkeley. And some good running from Shepherdswell. Oh, lost the ball of Cork's over. Quick single taken. And easy running in again there. So I expect we'll see Bertland come back in this next over because he bowled previous over fairly well. And I think that was not a bad over from Cork as well. So here we go. Bertland is back. Fourth over. Webster facing. 10 runs shy of his 50. It's a lovely shot. Quick single is on. Again, probably to the wrong end from the fielder. The keeper demonstrating the fact by throwing it at the bowler. So letting the fielder know that that was definitely the wrong end to go for. So Ruthwell faces. 30 runs under his belt. Big, long, lanky run from Bertlin. Comes in, it's a full ball. but it's wide, so it's an easy shot for Ruthwell, and they've taken a nice easy single. Third ball of the over from Burton now. Webster facing, he's batting so well. Murray's can't be made from the commentary field, by the way, for anyone listening. So that was a nice single there from Webster, who really has steered the game back into positive for Shepherdswell. A 124 now, edging closer to Tom's prediction of 164. Another safe straight ball straight back from David Ruthwell. Okay, so here we go. We've reached that part of the game now where it's a crucial stage of the season, of the innings. Fifth ball from Burton now. Ruthwell facing. Again, it's just a nice straight ball back to the bowler, and to the fielder rather. Burton now still insisting on his long run up. Comes Harry into Ruthwell facing. Straight and short, and put away for a quick single. It's a very slow pick up from the fielder there at square. The bowler won't be too happy, neither will his captain, I should imagine. But there you go. That last ball, well played by David. Okay, Martin Green comes on for his fifth over. Took 2 wickets earlier in his other spell. He's hoping to get a breakthrough again here from his
Waiting.
bowler. So, third ball of the innings. Green's come back over. Is he going to take the breakthrough that Preston and Elmstone require? Ruthwell facing. It's really short. That's got to be wide. They wait for the umpire to signal, and they wait, and they wait, and he's not signalled. Okay, that looked fairly wide from where we were standing in the pavilion, but umpire's not giving it. Ball 4, short, straight, and Ruthwell just plays it along the leg side for a 1. Thought about a second there, but Whitey decided not to take it. Moves total to 128 for 5. Oh, another Murray from Mr. Skews there. A rich 50. He's batting so well. He's been called from the pavilion. We shall see. He's 42 runs now. He's facing Green's fifth ball of the over. It's a nice safe shot, safe batting. He keeps the ball down and he'd take the 1 run. I think even for Shepherdswell, this is a more than happy run rate they're playing at here. As you said earlier, it's just the 4 of those quick wickets at the start of the game has really put the brakes on a little bit. Ruthwell face, it's a wide ball, well left. He's been watching the Booker Palmer. That's a real mixed over there from Green, as you can see. Spraying about a little bit, and that missed opportunity on ball number 3 was unfortunate. So Ketcher comes on for his third over. He opened the bowling. He didn't have any joy, but we'll see how he gets on now. Webster to face. Ketcher plays it wide. They've gone for a quick single. Oh, it's a big dive from David, but again, you've got to feel the fielders are choosing the wrong ends to throw the balls to here. You know, they're looking at these 2 batsmen. One's a professor of fairly elderly years, and the other one's a fairly young David Ruthwell. It's a late stroke from David there, not reading that spin at all. It's been given as a wide, so it was just what he missed it perhaps. Ketcher, second ball of the over. It's a straighter. Webster plays it. Webster calls the run from David, nice and easy. And this time they are going for the second, and it's safely in again. Some good running from Shepherdswell. They've had a few close calls, but fairly good running. I should imagine if Mr. Palmer was still at one end, these runs would not be coming quite as rapidly with the running. That's a full ball from Ketcher, but Ruthwell finds no problem with it, plays it off his legs, takes a quick single. And this is not a bad recovery from Shepherdswell now, 134 for 5. Skipper's possibly looking for another 50-60 runs, maybe 5 wickets. Straight ball, straight played. Webster not risking anything just yet. He realises it's the middle stage of the innings now, 23rd over. Plenty of time. It's just the wickets that are a bit sparse. I'm not sure how he played that shot. He went to play it off his legs. It came off the outside edge and went to, well, a sort of short point, but they got the one. And Webster gets 45 runs. Ruthwell facing. Last ball from Ketcher. He's had a real mixed bag this over, Ketcher. See where this one goes. It's fairly full. Webster calls for the run, because you know David won't, and they've taken 2. There you go. Good ending from the over there from Shepherdswell. Mixed bag from Ketcher. The ball's fairly full. Staying with Green. Starts his 6th over. Webster faces just 6 runs. 5 runs now for his 50. It's short, it's straight, and Richard plays it for an easy single. And David, who Ruthwell came in a few overs or an over or so after Richard, has done well to catch him up a little bit. It's 40 runs on the board now. Second ball from Green. Ruthwell facing. It's wide. It's fairly full. Ruthwell plays the ball straight to the fielder. There at point. It's not scoring any runs there. So not a bad spell from Green. 3.8 and over. But they'll be wanting wickets, Preston and Elmstone. Definitely wanting wickets. So they'll come bowling in now. It's a short ball. It's fairly straight. It didn't get up much. A typical early season. They've gone for a quick 2. Gone to the... Ooh, that's good running. That previous ball, it was short, but typical early season wicket. It didn't really come up much. And that sees Ruthwell move on to 42 runs off only 41 balls. 4th ball from Green. In he comes. It's a straight ball. Moving down leg, and David just helps it go a bit further down leg. And they've taken a quick 2 here. And it's an easy 2. Score's ticking along nicely now for Shepherdswell. And we are in the realms of jug avoidance for Mr. Webster, as has been pointed out by Max. After his brief innings, he's back at home nursing his wounds. Ruthwell plays a shot straight to the fielder, a dot ball. The bowler now looking a little bit tired. Comes in, final ball of the over from Green. Ruthwell facing. It's short. Ruthwell plays it straight, and that's the dot ball. So Shepherdswell finished the over on 142 for 5. I think the skipper would be happy with his recovery from these batsmen. They've done quite well. It's been a good knock from both Richard and David. And Ketcher goes on for his 4th over. Webster to face. Just 4 runs from his 50. It's a full ball from Webster or from Ketcher. Webster pays it back. Clap there from the fielder. Here comes Ketcher, 2nd ball. Richard takes the field. Oh, it's straight through. No, it's not. It's played back. There you go. It's a weird angle that the commentating team are seeing this game from. And that was played straight back to the fielder. So 2 dot balls for Ketcher and Richard. Ball 3. Ketcher bowling a very tight line. It's still quite tight here. Oh, and that's through. They're all appealing. Did he edge it? No, he did not. The umpire says nothing. And you've got to hope Richard would have walked had that been the case. Had he have edged it? But a good over for Ketcher and Preston. Preston will be pleased with this. It's the first appeal they've had in a long time, so they'll be getting some glee out of this over. 5th over, 4 dots. This one's wide and left. Richard quite happy to almost stand on his wicket there as he steps back. And the final ball of the over could be a maiden from Ketcher. And is. A maiden from Ketcher. We often get to this stage in cricket matches where there's this between overs 24 and 30 sometimes can be quite stale. But we'll see. Green comes on for his 7th over then. Ruthwell to face. 44 runs. It's short. That's well played from David. It didn't lift at all, that ball. And they've taken an easy one. And they've come back for what is in fact an easy 2. Lovely view of the recreation ground there and all the buildings that you will be seeing after the sycamores have been chopped down. Okay. David looks around, looks at the wicket. Green, second ball of the over. Here he comes, charging in. It's fairly short. Ruthell plays the ball off square straight to the fielder. Richard there looking for a quick single. Had to scurry back. Ball 3. Ruthell facing. It's short and David plays safely to the fielder there. Fourth ball of the over. Green in. Ruthell facing. It's a short ball again, and again David just plays it safely down. I don't think he's going to be too disappointed with the way these two are batting. They've put on a really good recovery here for Shepherdswell. Playing cricket very sensibly. Been a few interesting shots from David that have gone straight up, but he's been safe. That's a quick single call from David, and he's got it. There you go. The bowler will be annoyed with that. He was doing a nice over there, and be annoyed there was a run there. So last ball of the over to Mr. Webster. Again, just one shot off his 50 for the first of the season. He takes a single and keeps the strike. Puts Richard on 47 runs off only 57 balls. Again, you see the consistency there from the bowler. He'll be disappointed that he gave away those runs there at the end. So staying with Ketcher, his second spell's been much more tidier. Again, a full ball for David to play. This time he gets the run. They've got the fielder set slightly further back. Was Richard playing the shot? That was why. And Richard moves on to 48. And, so Ruthwell to face. Ketcher. You had the feeling that Ketcher had the makings of Ruthwell in that previous over. That's run out. Oh, that's so close. That is so close. And he's got him. David has run Richard out on only 48 runs. I don't know who called from here. It's probably David's call, but just for a change, the fielder got it in sharply, hit the wickets directly, and the professor is gone. Perhaps that's a case of David trying to get away from the strike, because Ketcher did time up a little bit in the previous over. But it was a costly run there as Richard walks for 48 runs, run out, so probably not jog avoidance there as he was giving himself out. But there's that 6th wicket that Preston were hoping for. It's come a bit later than they wanted it to, but it has come. And out comes Paul Vinton, the last established batsman of the Shepherdswell team. Ketcher's third ball, and Paul leaves it. Got to get his eye in, obviously. Much better spell from Ketcher this second spell has been. Just dab back from Paul. There's no calling runs with Paul there at that end. I don't think Dave's going to get him to be leaving the crease too dangerously. Ketcher's 5th ball of the innings. That's a nice shot there from Paul as he tipples off his legs for a quick single. So then, can Mr. Ruthwell make amends from running out the leading scorer, the Professor, by moving his score on? Can he get his first 50 of the season? Ketcher's last ball of the innings. It's short, and David just plays it to the square, to point rather. There you go, a good over for Preston Elmstone there as they take a big wicket in breaking that partnership as the Professor falls for 48 runs, just too shy of his first 50 of the season. So Green comes in for his first ball. Vinton facing. They're taking a quick single. And we assume they've got it. Buffett this end. Here we go then. Green in. Vinton facing. 5th ball of his innings. Oh, that cut in nicely from the bowler there, but easily played away by Paul for a single. And so the big house you see there in the green is the Professor's house. He'll be in there in a moment, sharpening his axe to put into Dave's back, I should imagine. In comes Green for his 3rd ball. Ruthwell facing, and he's left it. They're all staring at the umpire, and he's given it. There's the wide. So Ruthwell, 47 runs. He's got to turn that into a big three-digit score to make amends for running the Professor out, really. It's a nice steady shot, but straight to the fielder, unfortunately. And are there anyone in the pavilion want to amend their score? So I've seen the Professor lose his wicket. We had Tom's prediction of 164 earlier, which is still on. Oh, that was a interesting ball and interesting shot there from David. It was short, it jagged in a bit, but David didn't read it at all. Here we go then, ball number 5 from green. 2 wickets down to him. Ruthwell facing. That was fairly full, well, fairly short rather, and it's an easy single, slapped away. So Paul to face the last ball of the over. It's fairly short, it's fairly straight, but it's a nice, easy, comfortable shot for Mr. Vincent, and they take the one. So Shepherdswell move on to 1-5, 2 for 6 off 28 overs, just 12 overs remaining in this game, and only 4 wickets in hand. We shall have to see how they play this. Ketcher stays on. It was a good over previously. Much better spell. That looks a bit wide. Batsman stares at the umpire. The umpire gives the wide that we all expected. So Paul still facing the over. Vincent to face. Kitcher bowling. It's short. And Paul tickets away from his legs. There's definitely one. Are they looking for 2? They are. They're taking 2. And it's a comfortable 2 there for Paul Vincent. Oh, let's see. So I think it is still Paul. Catches second ball of the over. It's fairly wide. Paul plays the shot. It's a sharp shot. That could be out. Oh, I think Ruthwell just makes his ground. Unlike the Webster throw where it hit the stumps directly there. Had that hit directly, I think Dave may have been walking back to the pavilion. So Ruthwell faces. Ball number 3 from Ketcher. On his legs. Somehow turns the ball away to the off stump. Gets a 1. Puts Richard Ruthwell on. David Chris. It's a nice easy single there from Paul. Puts Dave on face for the last ball of the over, I think. Or penultimate. No, last ball of the over. Just needs the 1 for his 50. But is he going to throw his wicket or is he going to play sensible? Oh, and he's just straight drive, straight back down. Okay. That's the end of the over. And Shepherdswell will move on to a total of 150. Okay, so the Belgian bowler, Thibaut Bertling, comes back on at 158 for 6. It'll be his 5th over. He's still sticking to his long run up. Vincent facing. Straight back. There you go. Straight back shown by the bowler. So Thibaut Bertling, the Belgian international, comes down. Starts his run up. He seems to stay at a steady pace all the way along. It's a short ball. Vincent has left. Very safe leave. Not being tempted into anything rash there by Mr. Vincent. Bertling comes in. Slightly fuller ball. Vincent gets the ball away this time. It's off the square for a single. Giving Mr. Ruthwell a chance again for his 50. Plenty of time to get it yet. There's still over 10 overs of the game remaining. We really do need these 2 batsmen to stay in, I think, Shepherdswell, if they've got a chance to put anything near 200. 4th ball, Bertling comes in. It's a short ball. Ruthwell plays it, and that's it. That's Ruthwell's first 50 of the season. Only his second 50 of his career. Off just 57 balls. Raises the bat, but no one's clapping because he ran the pressure out. Hats off from everyone there to Richard, for David rather. So Paul faces Bertling, ball number 5. Approaches the ball. comes in. Slightly wide, off the square by Vinton. Is it going to carry? They're taking a safe 2. Hasn't carried, just 2 runs. Oh, they've gone for the 3. And good running there from Vinton. Good running there to make his third nice and comfortable. So we've got to ask now whether David can, if David can stay in, Ruthall can stay in for the last 10 overs, then there's a chance of a reasonable score. Last ball of the over from Burtlow, persisting with his long run up. Ruthall a face, it's slightly wide. Ruthall puts it in the air, and it's taken. He couldn't wait. He didn't have the patience. So many times we see this when a batsman gets his first 50 of the season. Concentration goes. You know, they think, I know, I'm just going to let it go now, but his concentration went. He's gone for a wild swing there. It's a good take over the shoulder, but all the same, he gave the opportunity to the fielder, and the fielder took it. So I mean, he's taking some cheering there, some clapping as he comes in, but unfortunate shot. If only he'd had the sense of mind to stay in for another 10, 15 runs, put himself on 65 runs perhaps, and moved it on. But now we go into the bowling team, and that'll be the Shepherdswell Dutch international Dimitri Lugthart coming out to face the first ball of the season for him, the second innings rather, of the season for him, and a new bowler, Mr. Dobson. Lugthart to face Dobson for the first ball. Sort of medium slow ball. Just outside, Dimitri just watches the first one. In fact, the umpire's giving it as a wide. And 164 is exactly the score that the previous batsman Tom Robertson predicted. So are we going to see a 3-wicket collapse here? We might do, because a quick single there. Paul called it obviously, and Dimitri takes the run. He's off the mark. So a big ask from Mr. Vinton here now. The last established batsman with only bowlers to protect at one end. Needs to try and put a good 35 runs on the board if he can. That's an easy catch taken there at what would be second slip. Played too far forward perhaps to it, and there won't be an easier catch to take this year, I don't think, for that particular fielder. And Paul will be disappointed with that. He was normally a much straighter bat there as he plays, but he walks now with only 11 runs to his total. And Shepherdswell on 165 for 8. So they really are struggling now. So in comes Duncan Woodruff. Spin bowler. Does know how to bat. Very rarely shows us how to bat, but we know he can bat. He's usually out or gets 12 runs. We shall see which one it's going to be. There's Dobson. Takes his third ball of the over. It's fairly full. And Woodruff plays it back. Calls for the single and then goes Dimitri. Dimitri sends him back. Duncan itching to get away from the strike, I should imagine. Okay. Duncan facing. Slaps it away. Takes the one. Dobson bowled his fifth ball rather. Lugthart facing 2 very new batsmen at the crease here. It's a lovely shot from Dimitri though, off his legs. They've gone for a quick 2, and they've comfortably got it. So Ski is still calling for 210, I think, for his match total, but a bit ambitious, I suspect. Last ball of the over for Dobson. Dimitri plays it straight back to the bowler. Okay, and that's the end of that over. So the last 10 balls, fairly disastrous for Shepherdswell. They've gone from 164 for 5 to 168 for 8. Woodruff to face, and it's Burtlow, the Belgian international, to play. Off the square, quick single, easily taken. And now we see, for the first time at Shepherdswell's recreation ground, a Belgian bowler bowling to a Dutch batsman. Or calling Dimitri batsman is perhaps a bit generous. Calling him Dutch is quite fanciful as well, really. In comes the ball, it's fairly short, and Dimitri plays it nicely away for a single. They've gone for 2. They've gone to the Duncan end. That's a couple 2 runs for Dimitri. Okay, Burtlow, ball number 3. Long run up, comes steaming in. It's wide, and it's left by Lugthart. They look at the bowler. Bowler's signalled a no ball, I believe. He did, no ball there. But no, and a free hit to to Duncan, who noted to Dimitri. So a free hit for Dimitri. So hopefully we'll get 2 runs here. In comes Bertler, and they get only the one run from the free hit, but still it is a run. So Woodruff facing. Bertler, fairly good over so far. Fourth ball coming in now. Comes steaming in. It's steady pace. It's to the legs, and Duncan puts it away nicely. They've taken the two, and they get two comfortably. Yeah. I mean, I might have to be corrected about the pavilion, but is Duncan Woodruff batting the wrong way round today? Here comes Bernard's fifth ball. Again off his legs, it's in the air, but it's safe. Duncan's hit a boundary. Lovely shot. Not unusual. Duncan does hit boundaries. But that's a lovely shot there from Duncan. Off his legs, over the fielders, easy runs. Okay. So the over finishing not so well for Burton there. One ball to go. We went for a dot or a wicket really. It's, started the over so well. It's finishing a bit poorly. Again, it's a nice shot from Duncan. Puts it away for one. Running for the second. Fielder ball comes in, and it's safe. End of the over. 181 for 8. 8 overs remaining, but only 2 wickets in hand. Let's see how this goes then. As Dobson starts his second over, took a wicket in the first one. Looked like the face. Oh, he's just left that, and it's just taking him away. There you go. Dimitri will be very disappointed with that. He's chopped it onto his leg stump, trying to get the ball away. 8 overs left, still to play, and rather than play them, he wanted to get on quickly and has thrown his wicket away, unfortunately, as Dobson picks up his second wicket in only his 7th ball. Okay, so that brings Chris Dyer to come on. Between Dyer and Duncan now to see the innings out if they can. I mean, the skipper and the rest of the team will be screaming for that 200, 210 mark, but it all depends on how much patience Dyer and Woodruff can show. Dobson comes in for his second ball. It's an early lead from there from Chris Dyer. Reassurance there from the rest of the team for Dobson. Ball number 3, Dyer facing. Close field. In she comes. It's short and wide. Imploringly at the umpire. Is the umpire going to give that? He does not. A dot ball. Generosity itself. Ball number 4 comes in. Dobson. Dyer faces. Straight to the legs. It's a short ball. Played down. Easy run. And Chris is off the mark. He'll be pleased with that. His nickname is Chris Run Run. He tends to hit the ball and run regardless. Woodruff to face the final ball, no, the 5th ball of this over from Dobson. He plays a nice shot there. Be a nice one. Very good single. So Chris to face the last ball of the over from Dobson. It's been a good over from Dobson again. He's taken that other wicket. He's a good call from the skipper to bring Dobson on. He's taken 2 wickets in 2 overs. Last ball of that second over coming up now. Dyer to face. Dobson comes in. Dyer puts it fairly short. Dobson puts it short. Dyer plays it away for an easy single. The fielder is not there, and the bowler fields it himself. Okay, so that's the end of that over. Just 7 overs remain. 184 for 9. I should imagine 16 runs would be gratefully received by the skipper if they were to come. Slight change in the field there, but easy run taken there by Chris. And still Burtner bowling to Duncan. So interestingly, the Belgian got the Dutchman out, and we'll see whether the Dutchman gets a chance to bowl the Belgian out later. An orthodox shot there from Duncan rather. Doesn't go very far, but he gets the one. Trying to swivel the shot. Not really in his book, that one. Chris to face. Burton's 3rd ball of the over. Comes running in. It's wide. It's very wide. They all look and stare at the umpire. The umpire is going to give it. There you go. Everyone helps at this stage of the game for Shepherdswell. In comes Burtner. Ball number 3. Dyer on face. It's fairly straight. It's a lovely shot from Chris, who runs instantly, obviously, as he always does, and takes an easy single. Bowler moving his field a bit, calling for a bit more from his fielders perhaps. So Burtland comes in. Ball number 4. Here he comes, steaming in at a steady pace. Woodruff's face. It's a straight ball. Duncan's played it, and it's gone straight to square, and it's an easy single. And the umpire's called a late no ball there and a free hit. So this will be a free hit for Chris, I think, to do with what he wishes. Let's see what he can do with this ball. Burton stays at a full run up, and he's put the ball shortish. Chris has played a shot there that may carry. It was an unorthodox Chris Dyer style shot, and it has carried. It's a lovely shot there. Another no ball given, and 4 runs. So, and 4 runs, another free hit for Chris. So again, he can do what he likes here. Let's see if we can repeat that unorthodox shot there where he put the ball away for 4. Burton comes in. Still his 4th ball of the over. It's very short, and Dyer plays the same shot again. There's a fielder out this time. He may cut it off, and he doesn't. It's another 4, and it's another no ball. And another 4 there for Chris Dyer, and another free hit. So this is generosity itself here from the bowler, Mr. Burton. He seems to have wheels have come off the pram a little bit. So Dyer still on ball number 4. Dyer facing. Can he repeat it? Plays the same shot again. This time a bit squarer. The fielder's surely going to get this one, and he hasn't. That's another 4 runs for Chris Dyer. 3 4s on the trot. Thank you very much, he says. That'll do me kindly, and that probably brings up his top score for the innings. Burton finally gets to bowl his 5th ball of the over now to Dyer. 16 runs. Chris Dyer's highest score for the team, I believe. Plays it off his legs for a quick single. Is there a 2 there? There is a 2. They came back for it. Chris moves on to 18 runs. He'll be very pleased with this. Mr. Chris Dyer will be very pleased. As will the skipper. And another no ball. And another free hit. Absolutely shambolic piece of bowling here from the bowler, Burton. The wheels have really come off his pram here. He's all over the place. Chris comes in. Come on, Chris. See if he can do it again. He's slightly straight ball. He's gone for exactly the same shot. There is a fielder there this time. They've sussed that shot out, but they will take it 2. No, he's run out. He's run out. Did that ball hit the stumps before the bowler got it? No, it did not. Oh, Duncan just made it back there. That been a direct hit there. I think Duncan would have been out. So the final ball of the over, whether it will be or not, is dependent on Burton. And he comes in to Chris. Chris plays an edge. He gets it away between the slips and the keeper. Fielder comes around to pick it up, and that's another easy 2 runs for Chris Dyer. Puts him on 22 or 20. It's a very good knock. An appalling over for Burton, and that was. Dobson comes in for over number 3. 2 wickets for 8 runs. Woodruff to face. So it's a very straight ball. Duncan just about plays it back. Lots of appeals, but the umpire's unmoved, and rightly so. Clearly a straight bat on that one. There, and Duncan would have been walking back, and the innings would have been over. Dobson, ball number 3. Off his legs again for Duncan. This is an easy single. Will they be going for another suicide 2? This time's a much more comfortable 2. Fielder much slower to come in for that one. Bowler won't be too pleased with that. And he's moved his fielding a bit late, perhaps. The damage has been done. So Woodruff to face bowl number 4 from Dobson. In he comes. It's a very straight ball. Off of his legs again from Woodruff. And again, there's still no fielder there. He's coming in now. Just gets to the ball. And that's another easy 2. The bowler and the skipper should really think about moving this guy in. He's much too deep there at square. Deep square leg. And that's an easy 6 runs really from Duncan. So ball number 5. Dobson to come in. Woodruff still facing. It's very full. Legs again. And again, it's an easy leg side shot. And it's an easy 2 runs. They keep moving the fielder further back. They just obviously fear the Duncan Woodruff big shot that we haven't seen yet. And it was in fact a no ball. And is in fact a free hit. It's very good that Shepherdswell are getting all these extra shots. It doesn't bode well for our bowlers though. It's obviously a very strict umpire. So free hit for Duncan. Dobson comes in. It's wide, and Duncan just about gets the bat on it for a single. But a run's a run, as they would say. So Dobson rubbing that ball, getting a shine on it. Well, there's what's left of it. It's in the 35th over. Last ball of the over. Dyer to face. wide, and Dyer's played a nice shot there down to the square, down to a point-ish. Oh, I know what I mean. Okay, and that's the last ball of the over. So that brings 5 overs to go, which surpass now the estimated scores of everyone, really. That collapse at the start of the game when they were 40-odd to 5, 48 to 5. No one was expecting Shepherdswell to recover quite so well, and they have done. But now they bring Blower back. 3 wickets for 40 runs so far, 5 overs. Obviously trying to finish this game off now. Dyer to face. Blower comes in. It's very full. Oh, he played it and he gets away with a 1. Chris there, quite keen to get off the face. Obviously, we're not going to get the generosity of a Dobson over now. He's been pulled off. And Blower then to Duncan Woodruff. Second ball of the over. Blower comes in. Off his legs again. It's in the air, but it's safe. He's just sat there and admired it. That's a lovely shot from Duncan Woodruff there. That's the 4 runs. Perhaps that's the reason the other fielder, when Dobson was bowling, was back there. But who knows? Here we go then. Blower number 3. Blower, ball number 3. Woodruff at the face. It's short and straight, and Duncan just plays it shortly down the square. And they're coming for that easy 2 again, and it's there. So they've taken it. You've really got to question the captain's field placement here. He's okay now. No, he's pushed the fielder further out. That's interesting. Obviously hoping for a catch, perhaps. So the Blower comes in. Is any sense I have a nice straight full Yorker here, and it is full. And it's short. Oh, takes a quick 1. Oh, and the bowler's not happy, and well, you wouldn't be really. Leg bye's given. A short ball should have been put away in the end. We get the 1. There you go. It still runs. So Dyer to face. The 5th ball of the over from Blower. Blower comes in. That's very full. Dyer's put it in the air. There is a fielder out there. Is this the end of the innings? No, it's bounced in front of the fielder. In fact, he even missed the refall, so they bit 2 runs from it. There you go. Sloppy cricket all ends there. Not the greatest shot, and not the greatest bit of fielding either, but and also not the greatest ball. Attempted Yorker, turned into a full toss. It's high and mighty. It goes. Fielder just not quite willing to go for the dive, and then misses the ball on the pick-up anyway. Shepherdswell fielding that. Here we go then. Ball number 6 of the over. Blower comes in. Dyer to face. Oh, that's gone straight up. Fielder's running after it, and he's got it, and that concludes the innings then with 4 overs to go. 232 all out. I think the skipper and most of the team will be fairly happy with that recovery. It's a good recovery. 48 for 5 to 232 all out. Blower gets his wicket. Dyer going for the big hit there. And I think they'll be fairly pleased there. Both of them. They both scored a few runs at the end. There were a few mishaps in the batting. This is a highlight here of young Will getting caught very cheap again. It was a good catch, but we'd all want to make that straight down our throats, really. And the skew's 6. Nice and flat. Easily carried there. And then, obviously, yes, he's only ever caught Russell, normally. He does put in the air a lot. It's a risk and reward game for Mr. Skews. First we saw the reward, and that was the risk. And that was Max trying to play the short ball. Very strange shot that was. Easy take for the keeper. Another classic shot here for Richard. One of his many shots is 4. In a minute we'll see his low light where he's run out by... I'm assuming Richard called for the second run. I don't know if he did or not, but there's David's 4. Has been a steady recovery from Shepherdswell, and they'll be pleased. 232 off 35 overs. They'd have wanted the other 5 overs to move it up to 250, 260 perhaps, but they'll take 232. It's a very, very good recovery. And, a little dance here for some reason. Yeah, but this is David's 50 the ball before. Lack of concentration, goes straight away and is caught. A good catch, but caught the same. Paul, unlike him to resist that, to play in that sort of shot, perhaps the pressure of batting so far down got to him knowing there's nothing to follow. Duncan's classic 4 off the hip. Good shot from him. And then of course we saw we see Chris's. No, okay, the Belgian that bowled the Dutchman. There he goes. That is it was an ugly shot there from Dimitri. He'll be frustrated with that, I'm sure. But he's a bowler, and hopefully he'll be able to make a bends with the ball. So this is one of Chris's fours. He played some lovely shots in his free hits, didn't he? And the field placement didn't help at all with these free hits. Not having someone out there was very strange. And this was Chris going for the glory shot over the bowler's head. Not quite carrying too high up the bat. The ball not going anywhere. And a safe catch there from the fielder. So there we go. There's the scorecard. Shepherdswell all out for 232. Good knock from Webster there. 48 run out. A golden duck for Wilkinson. Hopefully the last we'll see, but probably not. A nice 50 from David Rittel. Second game of the season. I'll be pleased with that. How many extras did we get there? Quite a few, I should imagine. 16 extras. Not that bad. They're probably a bit generous with some of the wides they should have been given. And so this is the batting lineup then for Preston Elmstone, opening with the skipper and keeper, Chris Hart. And normally the bowler, Jay Blower, opens with them. Opening the bowling will be Dimitri Lugthart. Make amends for his batting, I hopes. And it's a long run-up for Dimitri, not seen since he was 28, perhaps. It's a terribly short ball. Don't know what the umpire's going to give for that. A dot. That was generosity itself. So ball number 2 from Dimitri. And he comes in. It's a better ball. It's another leave. Well, as we all know, boys, a dot ball is a... I'm not going to say it because it's a fine, but some of the chat may want to follow it up and pay the fine for me. In comes Lugthart. Hart facing. Oh, that was a... Playing a miss there, really, from Hart. Don't think it was a leave. And there we go. First fine of the day for Mr. Skews. Comes in with the DHHB. Very nice. Thank you, Russell. Oh, that's a good take from Richard. That's a big appeal. Big appeal from Dimitri. Backed up by not a lot of people. The ball wasn't taken by Richard. Umpire doesn't want to know with that one. Dimitri comes in then. Ball number 5. Still Hart facing. No runs off this over yet. That's going to be caught, and Webster's taken it. Lugthart strikes first over, gets the skipper and the keeper out. That makes amends for his shocking shot that cost his wicket so cheaply. And off the inside of the bat, really, and that's a good take from Richard, reminiscent of his younger years. Didn't have to go too far for it. Nice safe hands. That'll do nicely, they say. And Hart leaves with the duck. He'll be frustrated with that, skipper. Number 3, Andrew West. Right-hand batsman. Lugthart, last ball of the over. Can he make this a wicket maiden? Be a great start for him if he can. Ball comes in. It's up. Ooh. It's another dot ball, but that was a good over from Dimitri. Mr. Consistent. Ball number 4, perhaps interesting from Dimitri, but the rest were fairly adequate. Good ball, good over, nice maiden. Blow out of face, his first ball. At the other end will probably be, it's Chris Dyer. Left arm swing bowler. He'll be buzzing at the moment after his knock with the bat, absolutely buzzing. So Chris comes in, first ball of his over. Blow out of face. Blower plays the shot. There's a man out there. Oh, it's safe. It's going to be 4 runs, unfortunately. It is 4 runs off Chris's first ball, but not to worry. We'll see. If he's playing the shots and they're in the air, perhaps Shepherdswell will pick up a wicket here. We don't know, but it's a lovely shot from Blower. Over the fielder's head for 4 runs. First ball faced. Okay, so ball number 2 from Dyer. Gets a bit of advice from the skipper. Something along the likes of, don't eat all my cakes. Those are my cakes. Leave those cakes. Put that donut down. Here comes Dyer again then. Second ball of the over. Blower facing. It's a better ball. Quicked up sharply. No runs. Okay. Third ball. What can Chris do here? Bit of swing is what is required from Chris. He's a very good swing bowler. In he comes. played and miss. Ooh, good ball from Dyer there. Blower a bit blaming the wicket there, but really that was his shot there really. Dyer comes in. Fourth ball of the over. Blower facing. Oh, straight through again. This is some sharp bowling from Chris Dyer here, and some loose batting from Blower. He's played and missed at 2 now. Are they going to get the reward Shepherdswell asked for, or is Jeff Blower going to get his 4 again? That's the shot, and again he's missed it. Again he's missed it. This is some steady bowling from Blower. 5 dot balls should make 5 balls. Last ball of the over from Chris Dyer, and it's a shot played this time, picked up easily by the fielder. They've gone for 2, and they've made 2. 6 runs off the over, but I don't think Chris will be too disappointed with that over. It's some fairly good bowling. The skipper will be fairly pleased as well. That first ball, much too short, and of course got the treatment that the boundary was hit off it. So, locked up there, second over. West to face, second ball for him. Dimitri comes in, plays the ball. It always looks so short from this angle, but it was a safe shot again. Safe ball. Ball number 2. What can he do? West faces. Plays a safe. Ooh, straight to the fielder. Ball number 3 from Lugthup. West yet to get off the mark. Oh, it's a caught. Ooh, gone for it. Caught and bowled. Did he get it? No. Off the pads. Off the pads. Dimitri then. Ball number 4. Still no run scored off him, apart from now. And they get a single. That's Dimitri's first runs conceded. And the first run scored for Mr. West. So Blower to face. Let's see what we can do with Dimitri's bowling now. 2 balls to spare. This over. Blower to face. 6 balls, 6 runs. Let's see what happens here. Dimitri comes in. Delivers the ball. Oh, he's tried to play it straight and it's gone through on the leg side, unusual. But a shake of the head from the fielder there. Last ball from Dimitri then in this over as he comes in. It's straight and it's cut away for no run. Okay, that's the end of that over. Good over from Dimitri, only 1 run off it. And Preston Elmstone move on to 7 for 1 off 3 overs. Chris Dyer in for his second over rather, in his first ball. In he comes. West facing. West plays it around the legs. They take the quick single. Comfortably taken. Chris then rubbing his balls. Comes in. Laconic run up and delivers the ball. And, oh, there's an edge there, but it's through. No one there, only the one slip at around about 3rd slip there. Ruining that miss opportunity there off Blower. So West faces.
Waiting. Yep.
And they've taken a single there by the looks of Chris's ball there. Second slips in for Blower. Let's see if this... oh, second slips back out again now. So hopefully we won't see a repeat of that edge. Here comes Dyer. Straight back to Chris, who fields it comfortably. Little dance there from the Preston batsman. And there's Richard's house in the background again. Looks nice. Here comes Blower to bat. Plays the shot. There's no one there. It's inside edge. Picked up a 1. They've gone for it. No, there you go. Looks like they were going to try a second single there, but the second run they didn't. So Dyer's last ball of his over. West to face. They've got the second slip in for West and not for Blower, which is quite unusual, but easily picked up there by the fielder. And that's the end of that over. Not a bad over from Chris there. There was that potential chance given had there been a slip in there for a catch. But Preston Elmstone move on to 11 runs off 4 overs, and it's Dimitri Lugthart for his 3rd over as he comes in for his first ball. Blower facing. He's played an interesting shot there. Has he taken the stump out? He has. Look at that. That's a nice ball. It's cut in. Oh, he's played it on. Played it massively on. What would have been a fairly wide ball there for Dimitri. So, yet again, Sunday cricket, shit balls get wickets. Dimitri's proved that there with a fairly wide ball from him, but Blower was looking comfortable, has dragged it all the way on from about 6 inches outside off stump. He'll be disappointed with that. He really will. That brings Cork into bat now. Lugthart for his 2nd ball of the over. 2 wickets down for Dimitri. In he comes. Left-handed batsman at the face. We'll see how the bowlers get on with this. Fairly well. Dimitri can bowl fairly well to lefties and righties. More than used to dealing with a devil's hand. A short ball. Cut away for a single. And Cork is off the mark. So Dimitri, ball number 4. 2 runs, 2 wickets. West face. Just plays it safely. Straight to the fielder. Nice pick up there from number 19. Chris's speed is looking good. You're right, Russell. It's well up there. It's a nice early season speed he's got. Lugthart bowls. There's some easy runs here. Are they going to take the 2nd? They are. They're going for the 2nd. Pick up and throw. Comfortable 2 there for Preston Elmstone, and they move on to 13 runs, or whatever it was. 14 runs, my bad. West facing. Last ball over from Dimitri Lugthart. Again, an easy shot, easy run. Nothing too challenging there. They've gone for a 2. Ooh, a direct hit there, and that would have been close, I think. As it is, it's gone to the keeper and not to the stumps, and that's the end of that over. A bit of a mixed bag there from Dimitri, as you can see. Most unlike him. He won't be too pleased with that. He's pleased he got the wicket, but not the greatest bowling from Dimitri in that over. So Chris Dyer's 3rd over. See what sort of speed he's coming in at here. It's Cork to face. 92 miles an hour. That's pretty rapid for Chris. That's a dot ball. Here we go. Ball number 2. Cork facing. Chris comes in. Swings across left-hander. Left-hander go. Oh, it's probably not in the air anyway, but it's past the slip. It's almost a gully, really, that fielder there. The 3rd or 4th slip, but they get the single. West facing. Dyer comes in. That's a good ball. Richard there diving for the ball that never came. 4th ball from Chris Dyer. West comes in. He bowls. That's a comfortable shot. Good pick up from the fielder. That's another dot ball. Some really good limited overs cricket bowling here from Chris Dyer. His first over, the 4 that Joe blow hit was quite a good shot, but Dyer comes in. 5th ball of the over. Played straight to the fielder. And Dimitri's registering at 70 miles an hour when he bowls, which means I think the MPH meter is about 20 miles out at least. Chris Dyer comes in, last ball of the over, West to face. What can happen here? Preston plays the shot and it goes straight to the fielder at point, and that's the end of that over. That's a good over from Chris there. Not too shabby at all. Dimitri comes on for his 3rd over, 2 for 6. He'll be wanting a bit better than he did in the previous over, but we'll see how it goes. They've taken a 1. They're going to get 2 here because there's no one out there. In fact, it's not going to carry, but here comes the 3rd run. And are they going to take 4? Throw comes in, and they haven't. Okay. Good chase there from the fielder. Back to the right-hander now. Lugthart comes in. West faces. Oh, a straight bat from Mr. West. A big appeal. Did he edge it? He did not. Umpires having none of that as Dimitri goes up in vain. 3rd ball. Lugthart comes in. West to face. Slaps it away, but doesn't get the bat on the ball, really. Straight to 1st slip. Looking very slim, Dimitri there. comes in for his fourth ball. West still on face. Attempts to slap it away and again misses straight to the keeper. Shepherdswell looking for an edge here. Preston just need to get some solid batting under themselves. Ooh, a good take there from the fielder. Run saved. Last ball of the over from Dimitri. West still on face. And that's an extravagant leave out of the Phil Palmer book of leaves. And that is the end of the over. 20 for 2 off 7 overs. And Chris Dyer comes on for over number 4. Cork to face. It's a big ask from these two batsmen off the first two fell. So cheap. Misplayed shot there from Cork. Try to push it around to leg. Chris not so used to bowling to lefties yet in his brief career with Shepherdswell. We'll see if he plays it across here. Second ball of the over. It's a lovely shot. Straight back that wicket from Cork. And they make a comfortable 2 runs. They need a good comeback here. Some nice steady batting. If Preston Elmstone can put in 10 overs of no wicket loss, they can perhaps start to rebuild. Shepherdswell in the driving seat currently as Dyer comes in for his third ball of the over. Cork is on face. Turns it around the wicket. Doesn't quite get the shot he wanted, but he still picks up the single. Dyer then. Fourth ball. 2 slips in to West. Looking for something to happen here. Straight to point. Dyer comes in then. Fifth ball of the over. West facing. Nice straight bat. Back to the bowler. Last ball of the over for Chris. Very good economy rate there. 3.7. Comes in. West facing. Ball's in. In she comes. There goes to... That's a nice shot. It's a very nice shot from West. Guys between gully and point. And it's not quite... It's made the 4. There you go. 4 runs off the last ball of the over for Chris. He'll be disappointed with that. Not bad bowling at all. But Preston Elmstone move on by another 4 runs. They'll be happy to see another over out. And put some runs on the board. 27 for 2 off 8 overs. Luckthart stays on. 2 for 9. Over number 5 just about to start. Cork facing. Easy runs here. He's played off his legs again. Just a single though. Second ball from Dimitri coming up. West to face. Much more comfortable bowling to right-handers obviously. And again, another one. Confidence in the batsmen getting more confident here. They're definitely putting the bat on ball a few more times. There's definitely a few more runs coming now. Just perhaps starting their comeback. Third ball from Dimitri. Cork facing. Oh, that's a great take. Did it carry? Didn't. Did not carry. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very athletic from Dimitri. Not seen for a long time, that sort of athleticism. And that's an easy pick up there from the fielder. So, look at that. Fifth ball. Cork still on face. Comes in. Tries to play it across and missed shot completely. Ball goes nowhere. Dimitri going for a late appeal. No one really knows really why, but he did. Umpire shakes his head. Last ball from Luckthart for this over. Cork still on face. Plays straight to the fielder for no runs. And that's another over done for Luckthart. Very good strike rate, economy rate there from Dimitri. 9 overs down. 29 for 2. Preston Elmstone. Cork on face and Dyer to bowl his 5th over. In he comes to West. West plays straight to the fielder. That's another dot ball. Dyer in. West facing. Look at that. It's a cracking shot. It's in the air, but the fielder's not going to make that. That's gone all the way. That's going to be a 4. There you go. It's a good shot there from the batsman. Straight back over the bowler's head. He'll be pleased with that. Confidence building with every ball he's facing. Look at that shot. Off the toe of the bat, in fact. Had he made the meet. That would have sailed for his 6, obviously. Dyer in for ball number 3. Oh, no edge. Another play and a miss. Bit unlucky for Chris Dyer. There's been a lot of play and misses, but we'll see how he gets on now. Ball number 4. West on face. That's a good leave. Confident leave in the end. The ball was cutting in, but a confident leave all the same. Ball number 5. Chris Dyer starts to run up. In he comes now. West on face. Another lead from West. We'll see if Chris can move the bull on one of these leaves, and he may take the bail. In he comes for his last ball of the over. And cuts it in, but West plays that shot to the fielder. And that's the end of the ball. Another dot ball. Not a bad over there from Chris. Nice consistency. Bit high on the 6th ball. Okay. Like that, still on. 6th over. 2 for 11. Cork facing. In he comes. First ball of the over. Oh, and he slapped it away. Gonna go for 2. Will they make... Nope. Yes, they've gone for 2. Bit of confusion there between the wickets between those 2 batsmen there. Probably could have got 3. But a bit of confusion. Lots of ability from Palmer in the field. Most unlike him. As he moves the field around. Look, that comes in. Second ball to the left-hander. Cork. Easily taken. A fierce throw there from the fielder that Richard fails to pick up, but still a dot ball. Dimitri comes in. Ball number 3. What can he do with this? Well, a miss hit, but they take the single. There's no fielders that close in. Here comes Dimitri. Another miss hit, but this time a fielder picks it up. Someone in the background umpiring. We know it's not Pablo because he's not playing, but ball number 5 for Dimitri Lothar then. West on face. Plays a shot down the legs, but Richard takes it easily. There's nothing on the bat. Last ball of the over. West on face. What can Dimitri do here? Ball comes in. West goes for the big swipe. Misses the ball completely. And it's a dot. Chris Dyer then. Over number 6. Not a lot of joy with the wicket yet, but bowling fairly steadily. Cork to face. It's short. Doesn't carry the fielder, unfortunately. Chris comes in. Second ball of the over. Cork on wicket. Oh, that's a nice ball there. But batsman gets it away. Tries to turn an offside shot into a leg side shot, but didn't work. Here comes Chris Dyer. Ball number 3. Cork on face. Delivers the ball. In it comes. Same shot this time, much better in the air. And a comfortable 4 for Cork. The shot he was trying to try the ball earlier and just try and turn it over. Square leg. Dyer comes in. Ball number 4. Cork facing. Tries the same shot, but again, no joy. Just a single. Big appeal for a direct hit, but batsman comfortably in. Dyer then, ball number 5, facing West. Straight to the fielder. Appeals for an LBW, but I think Chris is the only one going up for it, and the bowler. Force the batsman back, he gets an edge, there's no one there. Takes an easy one. What? And Dimitri, second ball of the over. Gone again. West facing. Plays straight to the fielder at square leg. No run. So 20 runs this wicket, not bad, but not really scoring at the rate they need to just yet. Shepherdswell bowling fairly tidily, keeping the run rate down. They're going to have to open up fairly soon, I should imagine. Fourth ball from Dimitri here. Steps away, gets bowled. It's a terrible decision from the bowler, from the batsman there. Dimitri finally bowling a nice line, gets the traditional ball to cut away a little bit, and it takes the off stump out. They'll be pleased with that. West not so. They were just batting tidily there, just starting to get the score back up there. He goes for 16 off 38 balls. He'll be disappointed. They were just looking like they were putting a partnership on. But the third wicket falls, and out comes Richard Thomas. Preston Elmstone, 42 for 3 off 12.4 overs. Dimitri to bowl, fifth ball of the over. Thomas on the face, goes for a slap and gets off the mark easily. Looking for a quick two here, I should imagine. And they've taken it and stays at 2. Thomas off the mark with 2 runs. And Dimitri's persistent bowling then getting a reward. Here comes his last ball of this over. Thomas on face, new batsman in. He's playing his shots though, dot ball, and the end of that over. So a nice over from Dimitri Lugthart. And we finished the over on 44 for 3. Chris Dyer, 7th over, cork facing. First ball of the over for him. And that's got to be close. No, it's gone straight through. I had the batsman there. That was probably the best ball Chris has played against the left-hander. Second ball in. Cork to face. That's an easy shot for him. I mean, that's an easy one. But it brings on the right-hander Thomas, which Chris will be much happy to be bowling to. So Chris Dyer, ball number 3 comes in. Thomas on face. 2 slips. That's a straight shot. They've gone for a quick one. Fielder throws it back. And it's comfortably in. No overthrows, as it well backed up there by the Shepherdswell fielder. Preston, ball number 3. Ball number 4 rather. Cork facing to the lefty. That's a much better ball from Chris Dyer. And the fielder there furiously throwing it at the batsman. Umpire having a word, I expect. Chris Dyer, ball number 5. Cork still facing now. Heavy weight on his shoulders. He must realise he's got to score some big runs here for this club. It's a wider ball. It's a much better shot from the batsman and the bowler. It's a good ball from Chris. Trying to find an edge or a catch. Last ball this over. In he comes. Cork on face. Cork plays it straight to the keeper. Is he going to take it? The keeper's taking it. That's a cracking take there. It's just whether it carried. Oh, and the umpire's saying no contact. And the Shepherdswell boys are shaking their heads there. They all think that's out. They all think that ball carried or had contact, but the umpire not so sure. Unfortunate for Chris. So Dimitri back on for his first ball of his 8th over. Bowling to Thomas. Plays the ball away. He's looking for 2. May get 3. Fielder's on it now. They come back. They're going for the 3rd. Fielder's in, but it's comfortably 30 runs. Okay, so Dimitri to bowl to Cork. Second ball of his final over. 3 wickets in. What can he do? He bowls, and that's a leave from Cork. Last over, Dimitri were wanting the batsman to play at some of his balls. In it comes. He's played at that one, but it's turned away for a 1. Puts Thomas back on face. Dimitri then with 3 balls left to get his fifer. Looking more and more unlikely, but you never know. The first fifer of the season could be up. Here he comes, Thomas. Thomas plays and gets the single. He's going to get 2 here, possibly 3. Just 2, in fact. And Dimitri gets to play his 5th ball of the match for him, of his bowling spell. Still Thomas facing. Dimitri bowls. Thomas plays. Oh, it's gone straight to the fielder. Umpire again saying it's not carried. It's very harsh on Dimitri. And that was the last ball, and it's gone to the fielder, who's misfielded it, but they didn't take the run anyway. So that's the end of Dimitri's over. He bowled fairly well. 8 overs, 3 wickets. Drinks break here as we all get our refreshments. The commentating team will take a bit of a cake. Thank you. And a pint. Now, how many cans is Isaac on, I wonder? Perhaps you can let us know in the chat if you're still with us. So Chris coming on for his last over then. Cork facing. Played it off his legs. So they keep down to 1. They really want to keep Thomas on here. They do. Yeah. Okay, so Chris to Thomas. Second ball of his last over. What can he do here as he comes in? Thomas plays the shot. Oh, it's a missed shot. They've all gone up, but the ball hit him outside the line, I think. Yeah. And here we go again. Dyer then, ball 3. Thomas still facing. That's a nice shot. Straight to square leg. Straight to point, rather, so no runs there. Ball number 4 for Dyer. Thomas still on face. What can they do here? Ooh. Sound there of Richard diving for the ball that wasn't missed. Always worth a chuckle. Chris Dyer then 2 balls to get his wicket. He's deserved a wicket, but he hasn't been able to get one yet. 5th ball, in he comes. Played the shot, picked up by the fielder. 1 ball left for Chris. Try and get his wicket that he has deserved. He's no one would begrudge him the wicket. Perhaps Preston Elmstone, perhaps they don't want to give a wicket away, but from the Shepherdswell point of view, I think Chris probably deserves this wicket. Let's see if he gets it. His last ball of his overspell. And I don't know what happened there. But 8 overs, 30 runs. Not pretty tidy from Chris. New bowler on at this end will be Duncan Woodruff, the left-arm finger spinner. And he's bowling to Cork. Here he comes for his first over. No balls. No ball. And it's a dot. I'm glad to watch himself here because this umpire's been very sharp on the free hits and no balls. So second ball comes in. It's in the air. There's no fielders there, so it's an easy 4. Over the head of the fielder is on the inside and gone for 4 runs there. Duncan to take his 3rd ball. Bowling to the left-hander. Cork. Straight through. Done well, Cork. He's on 25 runs now. He's steadied the ship there a little bit. West was with him for a while, but he failed to Mr. Luckthart. Woodruff then for his 4th ball to Cork. Cork plays forwards, just plays a defensive shot. Woodruff bowls. That's just another shot there from Cork. There's not a lot of action coming from the batsman here. Woodruff pinning him back after that initial 4. Let's see if he can get his reward. 4 good balls. Let's see if the last ball's a good ball as well. It's squirmed away for a single. In fact, they may take 2. No, they've taken 1. And that's it. So Duncan's first over finishes. 5 runs off it. He'll be not too disappointed. Next bowler on will be Paul Vinton, I expect. It is. Right arm medium bowler. Probably still want to know why he batted so far down, but we'll see. Interview with the skipper later in the week. In he comes. Go to Cork. Oh, it's a straight ball. A straight bat. It's all gone a bit quiet there in the field there for Shepherdswell. They need to just keep this going. They've got the run rate pinned down nicely. That's all the way through. But the batsman's missed it, unfortunately. And it's been given as a wide. Limited overs cricket. It always is. Vinton then for his 2nd ball. Played down by the batsman. Cork still finding his way with the new bowler. In he comes. 3rd ball. Vinton, Cork on face. Played and missed. No, played and hit, but it went through or over the wicketkeeper. Be interesting to see a replay on that one if we can, as they pick up 2 runs. Can we see a replay? No, we're not. Okay. So Vinton then, ball number 4. Cork on face, 28 runs. It's wide, and it's through to the keeper, who's taken it, and that's it, surely. This time the keeper's given him, and Vinton's got the wicket. So Shepherdswell finally get their wicket on the catches. The previous 3 the umpire had been turning down, hadn't carried, but he just gets the thinnest of edges there. It's quite a wide ball. He'll be frustrated there, the batsman. He should have left it, really. I mean, he's taken a long time to get his 28 runs up there. Knowing the situation that his team's in, he should have perhaps stayed, waited for the ball to be hit that was going to be more, less threatening. But another take for Richard Webster and a wicket for Paul Vinton in his first over. In comes Martin Green then with Preston Elmstone at 61 for 4 with 22.2 overs still to play. Vinton, 5th ball to the right-hander now, M. Green. Nice easy shot there, and it'll be 2, it may be 3. They're turning on the second now. They're going for the 3. Fielder has it in his hand, but it's comfortably in there. Good rolling there from the Preston Elmstone lads. As to pick up 3 valuable runs. Vinton then with his 4th ball, his last ball of the over rather. Thomas to face. 2 slips in. Straight ball, straight to square leg, and a dot ball. And that's a really good over for Shepherdswell there. They've managed to take a really crucial wicket. Here comes Dunn Woodruff, ball 1. Another dot ball. A really crucial wicket they took there in that over with Vinton. He was looking comfortable at 28 runs, and he will be disappointed that he's gone so to such a wide-ish ball. He'll be angry with himself he played that, but he played well for his brief innings. Woodruff for his 2nd ball to Green. Green goes for the hit. It's straight to the fielder for a dot ball. Third ball from Woodruff. Again, straight down the ground to the fielder. No problem. I don't know if we've got any predictions there from the chat on what we think the Elmstone score is going to be, whether they're going to get it or not. Are we going to bowl them all out? Will we see the overs in? Will they get the runs? Oh, that's a great shot. But no, it's straight down the Threel's hand. This has got to be out, surely. It's in the air. It's got to be out, and it's taken. An easy catch. Woodruff picks up his first wicket of the game. He's chuffed to bits with that one. Classic Woodruff wicket caught there. And, look again at the delivery. There may be a no ball. I don't know if we'll see that again or not. But it's a nice take, this. It's straight down his throat. He just wanted to drop that. And Woodruff gets his wicket. Green goes for 3. Caught Will Wilkinson. In comes Mr. Dobson. A strange bowling session he had. He had that one over that gave away so many runs. But previously he bowled really well. Woodruff then, 5th ball. Bowls to Thomas. They did cross. Thomas goes straight to the fielder for a dot ball. So I'm not sure. Is this a wicket maiden coming up perhaps? Let's have a look. 6th ball of the over. Thomas faces. He plays and misses. And that's it. It's a good over from Duncan. 2nd over. A wicket maiden. They'll be very pleased with that, as will Shepherdswell. As Preston Elmstone finish it on 64 for 5. 21 overs to go. Actually not far off what Shepherdswell's score was at this stage. The run rate was better. Nearer 5.5. But the wickets are about the same. So Vinton's 1st ball goes for a dot. 2nd ball to Dobson. Straight to the fielder again. All the Shepherdswell fielders in nice and close now, putting the pressure on. It's a really aggressive attacking field. The skipper's put in here, and rightly so. They've got Preston Elmstone on the ropes here. Another ball from Vinton. Straight ball played back to the bowler from Dobson. Ball number 4. Vinton comes in. Dobson facing. Oh, he's missed that. Another play and a miss. Paul will be chuckling to himself about that one if they comes in for his 5th ball. Dobson still on face, still yet to score. Yes, very strange appeal there at the end from Vinton and his skipper, and the umpire shaking his head in bewilderment. So Woodruff comes in. First ball is third over. Attempted sweep there from Thomas, but he has got the ball away. They're going to get 2, and they're going to get 3, in fact. That's good running there from Preston and Elmstone. Thomas and Dobson there making a comfortable 3 runs. Let's see. Ball number 3. Ball number 2 rather, from Duncan Woodruff. In it comes. What? That's an easy single there. Ball number 3. Woodruff to Thomas. Thomas plays the shot, and it's straight to the fielder. So no runs. Woodruff looking to pick up a second wicket here. Thomas determined not to let it be his. Woodruff comes in, plays the ball. It's a play and a miss there from the batsman, Dobson. Not Dobson, Thomas rather. 5th ball from Woodruff. Thomas plays the ball. It's gone through. They'll get at least 1 here, possibly 2. Off the second, and it's just 2 runs there for Thomas. And for Preston Elmstone, move on to 70 runs. And Woodruff's last ball of the innings. He's going to come in now. Here we go. Thomas still on face. It's a bit leg side, that ball, but he gets away with it, Duncan, and only a dot to his name for that one. So 21 overs gone for Shepherdswell. They've taken 5 wickets. Preston Elmstone on 70 runs. Vinton commences 3rd over. Bowls to Dobson. Dobson plays and misses. And they've taken a run. And they've got it. A strange appeal again from Gully. Vinton in, ball number 2. Thomas on face. Plays the shot away. Going to get 1. Turn for 2. Fielders on the ball. But they made it comfortably. 2 runs there for Thomas. Is just moving his total up now. A quick look around. Richard's house in the background again. It's lovely, lovely house Richard's got there. Vinton in, ball number 3. Thomas on face. He's played it straight to the fielder. It's a dot ball. Well, could be looking here at Shepherdswell's 2nd win of the season. It was looking doubtful at 48 for 5, but they recovered well with the bat. And that's a fairly good shot, but is he going to make it? Or the fielder not quite making it down there? Zach Wilkinson not quite making the ground as they get 2 runs. Vinton then. 5th ball of the over. Thomas facing. Thomas just plays it straight down the ground, and it's easily collected. Last ball of the over, Vinton. He's gone for 10 runs for 1 wicket off 3 overs. This is a good spell. In he comes. Delivers the ball. And they played it straight to square leg, so that's a dot ball. So another good over there from Paul Vinton and for Shepherdswell. Preston Elmstone move the score on now to 75 for 5 with 18 overs to spell. Duncan to remain. First ball straight to the fielder. Takes a dive. Lovely dive. Nope, didn't carry unfortunately. Second ball. Dobson still on the face. Turns it around his legs, but straight to square leg. No run. He's trying to get it off the square, Dobson. He's trying to score runs here, but we're just pinning him back a little bit. And again, straight to the fielder. Dobson's still facing. Woodruff, ball number 4. Played and missed. So, possible maiden again for Duncan coming up. 2 balls to spare. 5th ball comes in now. Sweeps the ball. Tries to sweep it anyway. And that's going to go all the way. That's no, it's not. It's held up very, very slowly there. They've run 3, and they're going to turn for 4. No, they're not. Okay. So no maiden for Duncan. That was well murrayed. Last ball of the over for Duncan. Thomas on face. Interesting attempt at a shot there. It's a dot ball. They've all appealed for some reason. Getting a bit appeal happy perhaps. Bit wide for Duncan now, some of those balls, but not a bad over anyway. Vinton to persist then. His 4th over starts. 1 wicket for 10 runs for him. Dobson on face, and he's left the ball before it was delivered. It was a strange shot, that one. A second ball from Vinton as he comes running in. Dobson to face the ball. Tries to play the ball, misses the ball. Vinton comes in. Ball number 3 of the over. Dobson plays and misses again. Of course, we don't know how deep the Preston Elmstone batting order is, and nor do we know much about this Preston Elmstone team really. They've come to us fairly new. It's a chance to Webster. He's taken it. Did he get the edge? The appeal's gone up, and the umpire's given it, and he's gone. And Vinton picks up his 2nd wicket there. Nice easy take there from Richard. He'd placed and missed it the previous 2 balls, but that one, Vinton found the edge. Webster picked the wicket up, and Dobson has gone cheaply. As we were saying about the Preston Elmstone team, the team that's playing today is the team that we found in 2008. So whether any of these players are still playing today or not, I don't know. So Darren Millshaw comes in, left-handed batsman again. So the second lefty for them. They are 78 for 6 with 16 overs to go and a few balls. It's looking like it's going to be all over fairly quickly here for Shepherdswell if they can keep the pressure up. But you never know. Preston and Elmstone, they may have some secret here. They may have something that's going to change the game considerably. Leg side ball there from Paul to the left-hander. So a dot ball, easy pick up for the fielder. Last ball of the over from Paul Vinton here. Shaw just puts it wide. Oh, that's a great stop there from the fielder. That cannot be Phil Palmer, who normally fields there. That can only be a younger fielder. But it was a great stop. And a good over there from Paul Vinton. He'll be pleased with that, as will Shepherdswell. 16 overs remaining. Elmstone on 78 for 6. Woodruff persists. First ball is 5th over. Oh, caught and bowled. That's what they've gone for. Was it a bump ball? Bump ball. There you go. Duncan's second ball. Thomas facing. That's a good shot. Easily. Nice and safe. And that one has carried for 4 runs. He'll be pleased with that, Thomas. He was been a bit sketchy in the previous 2 overs, but that's a fairly uppy shot, actually. It's not that well controlled, but fairly safe. No fielders around. Duncan won't be too disappointed with that, I don't think. If they're going to play those sort of shots, that's fine. In he comes. Thomas plays the shot again. That's another great stop. They've all appealed, and again, the umpire said it hasn't carried. So, ball number 4. Thomas still on face. 21 runs to his name. Tries to play the sweep. Gets the ball a bit early, but it's connected well enough. They've taken 2. They've gone for the 3rd, and they've taken 3. That's good running there from Preston Elmstone. At least Duncan with 2 balls left in this over. But it does put a new batsman on the face. So Duncan Woodruff, bowl number 5. Ball number 5 to Mulshaw. Woodruff in. Plays the shot. Straight to the fielder. Dot ball. So last ball then for Duncan in this over. To the new batsman. Mulshaw. Duncan delivers. Turns the ball. Goes to the sweep. Straight to the fielder. They're hitting the balls too early here, these batsmen. They just haven't quite managed to sweep successfully yet. And that's the end of that over. Good over for Preston Elmstone, but not too disappointing for Shepherdswell, although they'll be pleased they're still going for their shots. Here comes Vinton then. Straight bat, straight ball. Second ball then of his over for Paul. It's the 5th over he's into now. Thomas on face. Gets it away for a single. And keeps it at 1. See, unfortunately, Thomas, he can't really look after his wicket to the extent where he has to take all the batting. There's too long in the game to go. So he's going to score runs where he can and hopes that the tail will hang around for him. In comes Vincent for his 3rd ball. Mulshaw on face. The left-hander. Vincent plays and misses. Mulshaw plays and misses rather. Vincent then, ball number 4. Looking for an edge off Mulshaw. Here it comes. Nope, again. Straight back that time for a dot ball. Fielder in to collect it and no overthrows. 5th ball for Vinton. In he comes to Mulshaw. Mulshaw left this left batsman facing there. Goes for a swipe again and misses again. So at the previous over, Thomas had swiped and missed 2. Will Morshaw do the same and this time get the edge? Vinton comes in, last ball of the over, in he comes. Morshaw, it's 2 leg side that ball there. Paul will be disappointed that all that pressure he built there, Paul Vinton, and he let it go that last over, that last ball. That wasn't too clever at all, really. Balls 4 and 5 were lovely, but ball 6 was a bit wayward. But they move on. Next over, Duncan Woodruff stays on. Over number 6, first ball that's over. Thomas facing. It's in the air, but again it's safe, so there'll be 4 more runs to Thomas. But I think with the score being so far away, Shepherdswell can afford to have these batsmen go for these shots and hope to pick up the catches. They've got runs to play with. So Woodruff comes in with his second ball. That's, again, played to the leg, but it will put Morshaw on face. If they don't come back for the second, then they don't. So the left-hander to the left-hander. Woodruff not that confident with left-handed batsmen, but we'll see how he goes. Got a close slip in. That's quite a good ball, but it's squirted away for a dot. Ball number 3 or 4 for Woodruff. Morshaw facing. Straight back to the bowler. So another dot ball. 5th ball for Duncan Woodruff. Morshaw on face. Play and a miss. He's offered his edge a few times, Morshaw. It's perhaps only a matter of time before he actually finds it. Morshaw facing Duncan's last ball of the over. Played and missed. Well, played that one. Didn't miss it, but big appeal from Duncan. But I think, let's have a look. Oh, straight through the bat and the keeper. And the stumps, rather. Oh, no, he's taken the bail. It has taken the bail. He's feathered the bails. Woodruff gets the wicket. I'm sorry about that. The commentary box is so far away from the wicket that we needed the television replay to see the bail move there. But that's a great wicket from Duncan. Morshaw played and missed so many times in that third one. Just moved in so well from Duncan Woodruff. He gets his wicket and Morshaw goes. And now comes the Belgian international, Bertelin. Unfortunately, our Dutch international, Dimitri, will not be able to get him. He's bowled out. But Vinton then, for his 6th over, bowling to Thomas, who's looking comfortable now, 30 runs off 34 balls. But Preston Elmstone precariously held here, 91 for 7, with 13 overs to go. Vinton comes in, approaching the ball. Bowls. Thomas plays it off his legs. It's in the air, but it's safe again. May carry, and it has carried for 4. Looking fairly comfortable now, Thomas. He's batting well. He's put a few balls in the air off his legs, but they've all been fairly safe, not given many chances. Vinton comes in for his second ball, bowls to Thomas. Thomas plays it. Oh, it's a play and a miss. The slower ball there from Vinton almost got Thomas there. Just as we were talking him up, the commentator's curse almost struck there. Vinton, ball number 3, comes in. Thomas plays it off his legs again, doesn't take the single, just keeps a dot ball. Straight to the fielder. Vinton. Ball number 4 rather. Thomas faces, looks around. Vinton bowls. Thomas plays the shot on the ground, but it's straight to the fielder there. Another dot ball. It's good over from Paul here. Vinton. 5th over of the ball. 5th ball of the over rather. In he comes. Plays the shot. Did he get the edge? He did not. Probably the best spell Paul's had for Shepherdswell in quite a long time here. There's a lot of playing and misses. Vinton bowls his last ball of the over, and Thomas just puts it away for a dot ball to point rather. And that is the end of that over as it draws to a close. Sun's just starting to set now. The shadow's getting longer. Duncan comes in for his 7th over. Bowls to Bertelin. Bertelin plays it off his legs, and he's going to get a 4 here. He does get a 4. He was in the air for a while, but Paul Vinton couldn't get around to take it, unfortunately. It was a nice shot. The sails through, it's fairly safe. It was a comfortable shot in the end for Bertelin, who's off the mark. But Duncan's been bowling well. Duncan, he's a much better bowler to the right-hander as a rule. And the skipper making a few field placements here, moving the field out for the traditional Woodruff catch. But it's left the leg side very, very thin. We'll see where Woodruff puts this one next, and he puts it to the off-side as the skipper wanted him to, for a dot ball. So ball number 3 to Bertelin from Woodruff. Woodruff bowls. Bertelin plays a straight bat. Tempting maybe by the leg side, but he didn't take it. Field set for that shot. Let's see if Duncan can pile it up, and he comes. It's leg side. He's gone for the shot. The fielder's there. Has he fallen for the trap? And the catch is taken. Good placement there from the fielder and from the bowler and the skipper. Put the Woodruff catcher there, and Woodruff gets his second wicket of the game. Catches Burton, who played the previous shot there without a fielder and got his four, but this time it's gone down the fielder's neck, and it's a great catch there. Any ball coming in from that height, especially this time of the day when the sun's starting to go down a bit, sun's in his eyes a little bit. It's a good catch there.
Waiting.
Took the wicket, only the 4 or 5 runs. Here we go now then with Vinton still facing, I think. Fielders are being moved. Oh, there you go. Silly mid on or silly mid off. He's going for a silly mid off. We'll see. Mid on? Nope. Oh, and a very short square leg. Short leg slip. What's he doing? The field's being brought in very close here. Okay, it's a big ask of the bowler here. He's going to have to really pin the batsman in, otherwise some of these fielders could lose their jaws. Skipper asking him to put some close, and they've gone in close. And here comes the first ball from Vinton. Oh, look at that. That fielder there flinched from that shot. That's not what you want, a flinching fielder. You want a fielder that stands up and takes the ball and tries to catch it. I don't know who's in there. Silly mid on and silly mid off, but there you go. Vinton's second ball of the over. Oh, it's a play and a miss again from Cork. Only his second ball. Here comes the third ball. Vinton sitting on 2 wickets here. Can he deny Duncan his fifer? Another play and a miss. Vinton's fourth ball. 99 for 8 for Preston Elmstone. In comes Vinton. Field's closely set. Cork plays it. It's gone straight to the fielder, and he's taken it. But did it carry? Did it carry? It did not. Oh, there's a good stop there from the fielder. Here comes ball number 5. Vinton to Cork. Living on a charmed life, surely. Plays it straight back to the bowler. That time it's out. That time he's gone. A bump ball. The umpire says a bump ball. Last ball of the over. Vinton is desperately unlucky not to pick a wicket this over. And Cork smashes it away for a couple of runs here. 1, 2, maybe 3. Should take 3. They take 3 runs off the last ball. That was unfortunate on Paul Vinton there. He bowled very well. A couple of bump balls that were held and a couple that didn't carry. But Duncan Woodruff comes on for another over for his chance of a fifer. 2 wickets in hand. He needs 2 wickets for his fifer. He's got the Woodruff catches out there, which is always good. Interesting field setting here, because never in a million years, I suspect, has Duncan ever had a field set quite like this. This could be expensive. We shall see. Putting pressure on the new batsman, though. Always nice to see that. But Woodruff bowls. Batsman plays it straight to the fielder, who takes one in the leg. Be a fielder to be that close into spin bowler. That is brave. Duncan's second ball then. He plays it away. It's gone for 2. It has gone for 2 runs. Okay. There's perhaps the Shepherdswell skipper here getting a bit keen to get this game finished quickly, but putting some of his players at risk and some of his bowling figures at risk for their bowlers. Webster's gone up, so's the keeper. The keeper's gone up, so's the bowler, but nothing given. Fourth ball for Woodruff comes in, Cork on face, puts the ball in, close field again. Silly mid on, having a winch rather than facing the ball. Woodruff, 5th ball. Yes, there's easy runs there for them. And I think the skipper's going to have to revisit his field placement to the spin bowler here. I think this is Has been an unfortunate over. It's not threatening with the wicket. It's yeah, it's just been all too easy for Preston Elmstone that over. Has to move on to 107 for 8 off the over. Vinton's bowl. His last over. Still got the close field. Much more sensible to Vinton. Another play and another miss. Sort of fielding we should be seeing. Vinton comes in, second ball. Plays straight to the fielder. Dot ball. In comes the bowler. Vinton, third ball. Played. It's good runs here. Runs here for Cork. Going to be 2. They turn for 3. They go on for 3. The fielder gets the ball in. Oh, it's safe. 3 good runs there from Cork. Brings Thomas back on face. Thomas has really stuck around for quite a long time now. He's scored some good runs. 34 runs off 42. He's been the pick of the batsman, really. Vinton comes in. 4th ball of the over. They take a single. Back to Cork. Cork to face the 5th ball. Vinton bowls. Ball number 5. Cork on face. Field set close. Cork on top of that ball. Nice shot. High elbow over the top of the ball. Puts it away for an easy 2. They turn for 3 and they've got an easy 3. Good running there from Preston Elmstone as they move their total on. Last ball of the over and last ball of his spell for Paul Vinton. One to Thomas. Vinton comes in, delivers the ball. Thomas plays and misses. And that's the end of Vinton's spell. It's a good spell. Picked up a couple of wickets. Now we see Duncan's... Has Duncan bowled through yet? I don't know. Who's the new bowler going to be? The skipper's having a chat here with his bowlers, trying to decide who's going to bat, who's going to bowl next. Woodruff then finishing with 3 for 35 and Lugthorpe 3 for 23, pick of the bowlers with the wicket so far. And it's Russell Skews with his dodgy arm. He's obviously feeling a lot better after a season's rest. To bowl to Cork. Again, a close field for Cork here. Skews bowls. Cork plays the shot straight through the gap. It's not going to carry it, I think, but it's going to be a long chase to the fielder. This could be 4 runs. There's the 3, and they turn for 4. No, they don't. Just 3 runs. Run rate moving on now. Perhaps the skipper's getting a bit carried away with his field setting, and the field setting's dropped back for Thomas. Used to bowl his second ball. Thomas plays it straight back down the field, and that's caught. Surely that's out. No, there's another bump ball. The umpire has got eagle eyes here. Skews bowls his 3rd ball. Thomas tries to put it away to a leg, but misses the shot entirely. Picked up by second slip, or first slip rather. 4th ball from Skews. Thomas facing. Skews delivers. Thomas just lets that go to forward defence. Another dot ball. Russell comes in, ball number 5. Thomas plays it. There's going to be runs here. It could go all the way. In fact, that's going to go for a costly fortnight. It's not. It's just has gone for 4 runs. There you go. So another good shot from Thomas there. He's taken his time. He's been patient. He's moved on to 39 now. Skews comes in for the last ball of his over. And it's played and missed down leg side, but no wide. Okay. And from the other end comes Tom Roberts, pace bowler. That is a threatening field for a pace bowler. If any of these batsmen actually connect, they're going to bowl. A fielder's going to lose some limbs. It's in the air, but there's no fielder out there because they're all in close. I had to question the skipper's field placement here with this pace bowler, but I'm sure it'll be sorted out eventually. But it stays as is to Cork. Moves on to 21 runs very quickly. Tom comes in with second ball, Cork to face. Oh, played to leg, and that is it. Has he got the edge? Did he get the edge? He did not. Umpire refuses the signal. Tom's third ball, Cork still facing. Straight to the fielder, but they've managed to pick up past him. It's going to get two. They're going to get another 2 runs. They are. Cork moves on. And Preston Elmstone move on. So from 99 for 8 to 127 for 8. It's a good recovery, this. From Preston Elmstone. Thomas to bowl. Fourth ball. Squeezed around the leg. Going to pick 2 up. They are going to pick 2 up. Nice of the skipper to make this more of a game by choosing his field placements this way. Here comes Cork to face Thomas again. Thomas comes in. 5th ball of the over. Cork plays and just about gets it away. There's a few gone up, but I don't think we'll have that. No, the umpire won't have that. Last ball of the over. 8 runs off it so far for Thomas Roberts. And he bowls. Cork plays. And that's a dot ball. I think player health and safety should come into here. This player's much too close. Ross Askews then to Thomas. Thomas plays that away. Square leg, easily fielded for a dot ball. Second ball for Ross Askews here. Thomas still facing on 39 now. He'll be looking for his 50 if he can get it in. Tom Askews bowls. Streaky shot there from Thomas, really. Inside edge through to... and they've got 2. Throw the ball in to fielder. Nope, he's just going to hold it instead. 2 runs. A bit costly that. Askews won't be happy. 9 runs off 8 balls. Comes in for his 3rd ball. That's played back down the ground. That's easily fielded. Thomas now on 41. Askews to bowl his 4th ball of his 2nd over. Thomas on face. Plays it around. It's in the air, but it's safe, and that's going to go all the way to 4 runs. .45. Thomas is on. He faces his 5th ball from his Russell Askews. Plays straight to the field for a dot. Last ball of the over from Russell Askews. Thomas facing. And it's nice and safe. Straight to the fielder. For a dot ball. And another over moves on. So Tom Roberts still with the suicide field set. Comes into Cork, who's got 25 runs already. Oh, fielder almost lost his jaw then. That was, you don't want to be that fielder there. That was scary as. So, second ball to Cork. Roberts bowls it. Cork plays and misses. Tom for his 3rd ball of the over. Another play and a miss from Cork. Tom set him up. Is he going to finish him off now? 4th ball of the over. Cork facing. And it's gone through the field to 1 run. Thomas then on 45 runs to face the 5th ball of the over. Just 5 needed for his 50. Roberts to bowl. Comes in. Plays it away to leg. It's in the air, but again it's safe. There's no fielders out there. They're all in much too close, and that's 4 runs. Brings him on to 49 runs. This is savaging the late bowlers' figures. This really is. But in they come. That's a short ball, and it's gone for another one. In fact, he might come back too. And that is his 50. That's a well-deserved knock there from Thomas for 50 runs. Slightly generous field placements in the last 2 overs, but still a well-batted, patient 50 runs for him, as the rest have just faded away, unfortunately. Haven't been able to stay with him. So first ball of the 3rd over for Ross Askews. No, not be happening. Is the game not over? Depends if Phil Palmer's still bowling. Yeah, he is. Seems to be a blackout here at the broadcasting station. Our feed has gone. I don't know if you can still hear me, but the picture seems to be very intermittent. I'm not sure who's bowling, but oh, here we go. We're back again, and oh, they only need. Oh, I'm getting lots of runs here. So we've missed a few things here. Let's have a look. Oh, Palmer's bowling, and he's gone for 11 runs off 3 balls, 15 runs off 4. Why is Palmer bowling? In a real game, we'd be putting this to bed by now, surely. Would we not? Another 4.
Yep.
Well, oh well. This was almost realistic, this game. Until... The good news is, I get to give the blouse, and it goes to Phil Palmer for bringing himself on at this stage of the game, when we could have skilled them for like 140, 130, but instead they've got 165. And he's gone for how many runs in this over? Okay, who's bowling now? Tom, back to Tom. Proper cricket. Right. So, Roberts to bowl is 3rd ball. Thomas is Cork's facing. They are so confident now, they're just playing every shot. The Phil Palmer over has given them an absolute boost. They've seen the ball big now. 4th ball from Tom. Cork facing. He's so close to his 50, Cork already. That's 45. Nope, it's not quite going to carry. But they pick up some big runs there. So edging closer to the 100 partnership there for this 9th wicket. Cork to face, just needs 5 runs for his 50. Roberts to bowl. It's in the air, but there's no one there. So again, that's comfortable 2 runs. So it looks like Shepherdswell are going to get this win out, but it's come at a cost. It's come at a cost of a couple of bowlers' averages. They're going to get hammered on this one, but it's going to be a win for Shepherdswell by the looks, and that's a play and a miss there from Cork. He's on 47, just needs 3 runs for his 50. Okay, Phil Palmer. Is this Phil's idea to bowl himself? Because if it is, it's really boring. If it's Max, it's funny, but if it's Phil, it's boring. He will have to post a Big Girls Baz video without a doubt. Brings himself on again. A play and a miss from Thomas. He's on 67. Here comes... oh, it's Will's bowling. Nice one, Will. Oh, there's an unfortunate edge there. Brings Cook on face. Cook on face to young Will Wilkinson. Pace bowler. They've got that suicide field set for him. He's on 47 runs, and you put a field like that on. Do you not know how to play cricket? That's his 50. You should really move that field back. It's suicide. You all thought Coda was dangerous. Fielding with Phil Palmer's field setting is dangerous. That's a great shot there. Easy runs there for Cork and moves on to 55. It's been a very untidy finish here from Shepherdswell. They've really let this game go away from them, really. They're going to get the win, but it's not going to be a very substantial win. It's not going to be a very, I suppose it's a comfortable win, but from a point of view of, if you're a Shepherdswell fan, you'll be disappointed here to see this get quite so sloppy at the end of the innings. And if you're a Preston Elmstone fan, you'll be pleased that your batsmen have stepped up at the end, put on some massive runs. Seen some good scoring here from Thomas and Cork. So if you're an Elmstone fan, Preston Elmstone fan, then you'll be pleased. If you're a Shepherdswell fan, you'll be disappointed here. It's become very sloppy. And Robinson's on for the last over. And it is possible here. No ball or a free hit, and the game could be turned straight up in the air. And straight for a 4. Oh no, it's been fielded. Well fielded, that man. And they just get 2, I think. Robinson comes in for his second ball. Thomas to face. 6 runs off the 100 partnership for the 9th wicket. Five runs needed. Cork facing. That's a lovely shot, but there's a fielder there, so it's not going to go. Or is it? It's split them perfectly. Look at that. 4 runs from Cork. Robinson then, 4th ball. 1 run for the 100 partnership. Oh, that's a wide. I expect that's going to be given as a wide. No, it hasn't. He's got away with it. Okay, 5th ball. And that's the 100-run partnership there from these 2 batsmen. It's a very good knock. Some generous fielding, some generous bowling, but it's given the Preston Elmstone boys 100 runs. 100-run partnership for the 9th wicket, which is very good for Preston Elmstone. Unfortunate for Shepherdswell, who've really let this game slip a little bit. But Robinson comes in for the last ball of the game, and he goes for just 1 run. So that brings the game to an end. So Shepherdswell win by 30 plus runs. The Dobson over was the crucial over in the end for Shepherdswell. That seems to have given the difference between the 2 games, because without a Dobson over, that would have been a very close game, I think. And Palmer celebrating like he's done something good. And here are the highlights. This is some of the highlights from their batting. As you can see, a good 4 runs. I guess we'll see the man of the match coming up in a minute. I would have thought it would have been a Shepherdswell player until that last 3 or 4 overs. It may well have gone to Thomas of Preston Elmstone for his 70 plus runs. So we'll see. We'll see who it goes to. The big girls players though goes to Phil Palmer for bowling himself and for setting a suicide field to a pace bowler. I think in any game, anywhere around the world, that is a big girl's blouse. So wear it with pride, Phil. I expect, in fact, we all expect a video of you wearing the blouse or a pretend blouse, but we expect the not the big girl's blouse, sorry, the big Phil Tufnell. We do expect you to be wearing it, or at least doing the video for us later on sometime today or tomorrow. And are we going to get a man of the match, or is it down to the commentating team to give the man of the match? Let's have a look, shall we? Once the highlights finish, we'll be able to see the scorecard, perhaps on the bowlers' averages, and we'll be able to tell you exactly who did what and where. It's a lot of 4 highlights here off this innings from Thomas. He hit some big runs towards the end. Still going. I'm assuming Isaac's drunk by now. The big Phil Tufnell indeed, Max. The big Phil Tufnell. The big Phil Tufnell goes to Phil Palmer, the Shepherdswell cricket captain, for his couple of his decisions there towards the end of the game. So if we look at the bowling there, Joe Blower, 4 for 48, is pretty special. And the knock, 71 not out from Richard Thomas. So they've given the man of the match to Duncan Woodruff, in fact, for his bowling, 3 for 25, and his knock, 28 not out. Fair enough, that's fair enough. Thomas will be a bit disappointed he didn't get it. But Duncan gets man of the match for the second game of the season, or in the second game of the season, and Shepherdswell win. There's the Shepherdswell card, 25-10 from Tom. Unlucky 48 from the professor, Richard Webster, who was run out. Will going for his golden duck. Russell is risking reward innings there. Max went cheaply for a bad shot. Dave Ruthwell for a very nice 50, his first 50 of the season, but losing concentration after that and going. Here's the bowling from Preston Elmstone. Some good figures there from Jay Blower. 8 overs, 4 for 48. And Pete Dobson was really carted in one of his overs, and so was Bertler, unfortunately. 6 extras, 64 runs in his 7 overs. Here's the Preston Elmstone card. As you see, it's really dominated by Thomas on 71 and Cork on 64. The rest going fairly cheap, with the exception of Cork, Adam Cork, who went on 28. But Paul Cork and Richard Thomas probably setting a club record there for the 9th wicket. A partnership of 101, which was very good. And we'll see in a minute the bowling figures for Shepherdswell. Catchers, 3 keepers catchers. Here comes the bowlers' figures. Good economy rate from all the bowlers in the top 4. Wickets there for Dimitri, Duncan and Vincent. 3 for 23, 3 for 35 and 2 for 35. Good economy rate from the first 4 bowlers. It all went a bit tits up for Russell and Tom with the field placement, unfortunately. And the rest just went for what they went for. So thank you for joining us on this game today. Join us next week for the Shepherdswell's next game. For the life of me, I can't remember where it is or who we're playing. But we'll be doing the commentary again. If you like this commentary, let us know. If you didn't, if you think something else we can do, let me know. Otherwise, we leave you now with a great victory from Shepherdswell. In the end, by 32 runs. It could have been a much bigger victory. The skipper opening up the bowling a bit there towards the end and giving Preston a chance to get to 200 for 8. Shepherdswell all out for 232. So thank you for joining us. I enjoyed my cricket tea. Hope you had your tea. Isaac, I hope you don't have a bad head tomorrow morning. Phil, we expect the video posted of the Big Phil Tufnell blouse. And I'll see you all later. Thank you for joining us. Highlights will be edited out of this and posted by Pablo at some stage. I will get onto that this evening. Hopefully be ready by tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest. Thank you very much and bye bye.